Okay, sorry. I don't know what happened. My laptop just turned off, and then it turned stuff back on, and now I'm like this. Now I'm gonna have to share the link again, as if that wasn't fun enough already. Whoop whoop. Control V, and just make sure that I'm copied. Control V. Control V. Hello, Mr. Star06. Great to see you here. Sorry now. This is the second take of the stream if you hadn't seen the first one. I don't know, but for some reason when my laptop turned off, then when it turned back on, my camera was frozen, so nobody could see me. So, and given the fact that I want this to be a visual stream, I thought that's probably not the greatest idea. Hello again. Real. I never know how to pronounce real die Britzu 5 foot 5T. Yes, but no, thank you. Welcome back again. Apologies for that. Did not mean for that to go that way. Anyway, now let's get back to working. Now we can start working on the shed. It's been awkward working on it like this because typically I get to work on it from the side angle. Yes, no, I don't really know if anyone's going to join today because I think most of my mates are busy. Actually, what's your favorite classic series episodes? I'm a something in the air type of guy. That's my favorite season 5 episode. I don't know why. It's just that's one that I've always just really liked. Hang on, I was messaging this guy earlier. I'll send him a link just to see what happens. You don't need to pronounce my name. Call me. Do I say Dial or Dill? Dill. Apology. DYL. Let's see. We're up to 3 viewers. That's not bad. Yeah, you're no bother, no bother. No, because I hate no, because sometimes like this isn't on the username, it's more on me. So, but it's annoying when I don't fully know how to pronounce the username. I'm just like, okay, am I calling them the right name? Have I butchered it or have I somewhat done it? Cat Icarus. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Cat Icarus lately. He's a YouTuber. He reviewed a Thomas game once back in the day. I say back in the day, 6 years ago. Jesus, it's been that long. Yes, but no, he used to be sort of a main gaming channel, but now he's sort of done his own thing, which more power to him. He sort of does like massive, more big videos now rather than just say once a month, like which seems to be most professional YouTubers' upload schedule. Let's see. If anyone in the chat has any questions, feel free to ask. What's your favorite take along / take and play model? Mine are Neville and Henry. You see, I've got a soft spot now for the 2009 take and play Thomas, but I think I really have to think about. Like I've answered this a few times. There's a good few that I would consider like the best. I think in some ways I would say like the 2010 Gordon, because I think that's just like the best diecast Gordon that there was. And while I think the new stuff that's coming out is great, I just don't. it's just not what I'm really looking for. Like realistically, my dream Thomas line would just bring back 2010, 2012 to 2012 Take and Play. That's my dream toy line. What's your favorite bands? I like of Monsters and Men and the script. I like the script. Those are the two main ones that I'm a big fan of. Not really into the Taylor Swift's. I like a bit of Sabrina Carpenter. I like more of her than I like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift now, personally. The nude. What do you mean? They're sorta what? Out of curiosity. Why are you my melody? Why am I singing that song now? But no, I'm a big fan of what seems to be coming with the new diecast line. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. They kind of no. What I'll give this over 2015 Take and Play is that these ones seem to be actually proportionate, or at least they're a lot more accurate to what the show is hopefully going to look like now. Because it seems that the toys are, at least from what I can gather, are more based off the promo art rather than the show itself. Just going by Thomas's face. Now, granted, maybe that's a toy thing. Maybe I'm not too sure, but no. Again, I don't hate the faces on the new diecast stuff. It's just more on the promo art itself. They look weird, and I know there was the AI stuff, but I'm pretty sure that was debunked by Mischief48. By Mischief48, but it seems in some of the early concept art they have used AI, which. I'm not the biggest fan of. Oh, hang on. Make sure you can see my process better. Hope you're all able to see this properly. I would be tempted to try and work out some kind of way to make it better, to make it look better. Hang on. Good choice of brands, Molos. Thank you. Thank you. We're up to 5 viewers now. Actually, I don't know if I showed. Oh, welcome, Wonders of Sodor hacker, Jerome.
Hello.
How are we today, now, my good man?
A bit stressful in areas, but all right.
No, I feel you. I'm in my last 3 weeks of college, and I'm doing all my final projects, so I'm just doing this as a stress relief. Yeah. Oh, hello, Magic Railroad fan, and it seems they're a bit surprised that you're here, Jerome.
Wow, it's not like I'm friends with the guy here.
No, we hadn't messaged in a while until you messaged me today about the Wonders of Sodor stuff.
That is true.
But yeah, no, but for those who don't know, Jerome here, in all of his, I know how he did it, but I don't know how I do it myself. But he used like a glitch in Wonders of Sodor to find like cut content from the Emily and the Express story.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no, which, granted, I don't know if that. I'm curious how far along the cutscenes would have had to have been for that to be in place.
And by the way, I could show you what exactly I did.
If you want to, by all means.
Because this is actually a very easy thing to do.
Yeah, no, I know you go into photo mode just as you pass a red signal.
Yeah, it's pretty much. You do it whenever you're about to get a fail screen.
Okay.
From what I understand, I can hear myself echoing.
Oh wait, hang on. Nope, sorry. That's the me thing. Hang on, let me plug in my headphones.
Okay, so I could do a. Can I do a screen share in this thing, or I don't know?
You can. I have got to add it. I have to add it though to the stream. Hang on. If you start doing it, it should pop up on my screen.
Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Can I select Wonders of Sodor?
Yeah. No, it's on the screen now.
Okay, so I'm just gonna open a free roam. Let's go to Knapford. Hello, you wonderful people. Also, all the Railway series books.
I've got all the posters. I'm only missing 3 of the books.
Have you got the free Railway engines?
Yes. No, I have that one. It's weird. No, I will say I like the fact that the books are collectibles. They're in some of the weirdest places.
Yeah. I think we can give a spoiler to that one specific book because of how random it is.
No. For basically, the 3 Rail Engines book is on the border of the world just before you're about to enter the void on the Skarloey railway line.
Yeah. It's basically hidden at the crossing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like on the crossing.
Okay, so I'm not gonna set a path. I'm just gonna set off in the goober. If he will bloody move.
I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not gonna move.
Oh crap! I forgot. Here we go.
Did you forget to take off the brakes?
Yes. Okay, so just as it opens, hit photo mode, and then just exit out of it manually. And there you go. I've disabled it.
You can just keep on going, rolling. I'm gonna keep on rolling. Rolling on the railway.
It is worth noting, though, that if you spawn a new engine, it is like you'll have to do the glitch again.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, if you spawn a new engine, is the glitch still in effect, or do you have to do it again?
I think it's a bit inconsistent. Sometimes the glitch stays intact, other times it doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what you have to do to just turn this into an actual free roam. I wonder if the game devs will ever remove this, because this is carried over.
They seem fairly they've even recommended videos that basically show how to do it. So they seem fairly adamant on not changing it for some reason.
I feel like maybe they just don't want to encourage actual train crashes.
I mean, possibly, but
I know that Thomas is known for its crashes. But from what I understand, it is partially because the crashes could reflect badly on the brands they feature in their games.
I suppose.
It is annoying, but I guess I mean, at least there is a way to disable it.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
The only downside is
I hope they don't patch it.
The only thing that to be fair, I don't think this will be patched because apparently this glitch has been there since Train Sim World 5. And just for reference, they are on Train Sim World 6 now.
Okay.
I mean, who
Thomas
knows?
go boom next.
Oh, crap.
Wait, hang on. Are the points set? Oh, okay. No. Boom.
Okay, that was actually a surprisingly tame crash.
Yeah, no. Typically, that one seemed to have like actual physics and not just boing.
Also, sparks.
Oh God.
I don't know if you've realized, but a lot of but when you break, there are actually sparks up most of the time.
Oh yeah, I had not actually noticed that. That's interesting.
To be fair, I think the sparks only really show up if you wheel slip.
Okay.
Like for example, with Percy, who has the worst braking power in this game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. Percy's Troublesome Day Part 2 is so difficult to do.
I didn't have any difficulty with it. Granted, the moment I heard, "Oh, we're a runaway," I'm like, "Oh, okay." I just applied the brakes immediately.
That is true, but for an example, when hold on, oh yeah, when the game first came out, there was someone in my All Engines Go server that who was playing all the missions, and he said in a chat that I made for the game that he crashed so many times it took him like 40 minutes to get down the hill.
Oh God.
I think it's because of the fact that when you first play the game, no, not just first the game. The thing is, yes, you can make it down the hill, but it depends on when you apply Percy's brakes.
No, you have to apply them like before the narration starts.
Yeah, if you apply them just a second too late, you've lost control. And the thing is, it's with only 4 trucks and a brake van.
Yeah, no, actually, I did something crazy. I got 60 I got 60 troublesome trucks together. I put Thomas at the back at the quarry, and then I was just like, "Okay, let's see how far I did not get far."
You've lost control right away, didn't you?
No. At first, I was able to maintain it for a bit, but no, literally, no, Thomas was going like so fast, but the wheels were like fully applied, and the brakes, his wheels weren't moving, and I was still going at like 60.
Yeah, that's you were wheel slipping, man.
Yeah, no, I was slipping bad.
Happened to me with Percy.
Yeah, no, I kind of think the traction needs to. I don't know how you do it, but I think they need to improve the traction of that area in particular.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, I think it just kind of depends on how good you are as a driver, because maybe you just suck.
I had 60 trucks. I applied my brakes before they started properly rolling. I'm also building a shed and so. Thank you for your service. Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, it was 60 trucks.
Yeah, no, it was 60 trucks. Now, granted, you could either say that either they need to improve the physics of that area, or I need to take less trucks. Personally, I blame the physics.
It's not my fault the trucks are so bad. I mean, I suck at driving.
Listen, my brakes were fully applied.
Yeah, and it was 60 bloody trucks.
I'm sorry, but I think Thomas should be able to handle 60 trucks. Then again, this is the same. To quote Spencer now from Hero the Rails, pulling seven flatbeds must have just been too heavy for you.
Pulling your. Yes, that is very true, Thomas. That sounded very flamboyant.
Jerome, question for you: AEG or Tatmer? This person wants to know.
I mean, it kind of depends, because Tatmor is closer to Thomas in spirit with the engine scenes. But again,
I'll give you that.
But at the same time, there's more of All Engines Go, so there's more content of that to dissect, and probably a lot more to enjoy.
Because again, I'm trying to remember Actually, no, it wasn't too long ago. Granted, I wasn't probably paying attention. At Easter, I was at my grandmother's and I was just flicking through channels and I saw All Engines Go was on. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just see what episode it is and I'll see what this one's all about. I can't even remember which one it was.
Do you vaguely remember what happened?
Oh no! It's the one where Thomas, Percy, and Diesel crash into the windmill, and they each come up with their own story to Gordon about what about what.
Oh yeah, windmill woes. That's an episode I'm not. Even as the big All Engines Go person, that is not really a good episode.
No, I was very much because the moment I saw it, I was like, okay, I've seen this plot 50 times in other shows I've enjoyed over the years.
And it's never really a good plot, no matter where it is.
Yeah. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't take it as canon.
I think it's utter bollocks.
I feel like in some instances, okay, you've got something there, but in other instances, I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, no, I don't think you're cooking with this. Oh, it's he.
He.
It's he.
It's he.
Also, I saw there was a question from me. What is your favorite bands or musicians? Okay, so my favorite band sometimes it's either Queen or Green Day.
Both solid picks.
And in terms of musicians, I do love I love the solo works from bands. I love the solo works of Freddie Mercury. Michael Jackson is also phenomenal, of course. Even if these are very basic choices.
They're all dead people.
They're basic for a reason. It's because they're so good.
It's because they kind of slap.
They're so good. They're so good that they transcended greatness and have become basic.
A cruel irony.
Granted, at the time they were the biggest things ever.
Exactly, that's what I mean. They've become so big that they transcended beyond it.
They've gone mainstream.
And they're also also in case of Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson, sadly, they are 6 feet underground.
But Green Day lives.
Didn't Michael... question, wasn't there something that Michael Jackson had seen, like the Thriller Thomas video back in the day?
Supposedly he did, because that specific video was added to the favorites playlist of the Michael Jackson YouTube channel around the time Michael was still alive.
Oh.
Of course.
Okay.
It's kind of I don't think it's exactly known if it was actually Michael himself, because who knows if he was actually...
Well, I suppose this would have been Granted, it was Michael Jackson. What I'm saying is this would have been 2009, and companies that were on YouTube channels wouldn't really have been a thing.
Yeah, it could have generally been run by Michael and his actual team.
That's.
I don't know if it was at this point, but I choose to believe it was Michael Jackson's chimpanzee Bubbles.
Spencer,
excellent.
Spencer, you know what your laugh sounds like?
What does it sound like?
Muttley from
I was going to say it's Muttley.
Wacky Races.
No, literally, when I looked at myself in the camera, I'm just like, I look like the dog from Wacky Races.
Frickin' Motley.
No,
Dick Dastardly.
Before my laugh, I know the personal story, but my laugh used to be very different. My laugh used to be more like, it used to be more like that. But then my coworkers laughed so much at my laugh that I actively worked to change it.
You had to rebrand.
Exactly. And now that evil sounding laugh has become my normal laugh.
It doesn't really sound.
Trying to sabotage a race.
Oh, exactly.
It doesn't really sound.
Underground Ernie should stay dead.
Ernie should stay underground.
He's 6 feet underground.
Oh, Barney! It seems you've been caught. It seems your alias has.
No.
You gooned some truck.
I've been busted.
Ball busted.
Yes. Now all that remains is he.
Yes, but no. How have you been today, Barney?
I've been good. Not too bad.
Seeing as Jerome was talking about it earlier, what are some of your favorite bands and musicians?
I think I've spoken about this on the previous stream because I've also said that I really like Queen. David Bowie, he's my favorite solo musician. I like a bit of Mika.
You must have shed a tear when the reference in the Great Race showed up.
Yeah, when they do the Aladdin saying lightning bolt thing.
Yeah.
It brought a tear to my eye when I remembered, oh yeah, he died earlier that year.
I still genuinely wonder if the reference was planned while he was still alive, or if it was added after he passed away, given that David Bowie died.
What part of the year did the Great Race come out?
It came out in May for the UK theatrical release.
Yeah, and David Bowie...
Yeah, I feel like they probably had it in already, just because David Bowie died in like the first 10 days of the year.
Yeah, he died in January.
He died like January 10th.
The thing is, the reason why I'm questioning it is simply because, the special was like...
4 months before the theatrical release.
The thing is, the reason why I'm questioning if it could have been added afterwards is because it's such a short scene.
Yeah. And if they did it post David Bowie dying, then where's my Alan Rickman reference? Why did Frida not do like a really nasally voice and say, I shall count to 3, there shall not be a fall?
Man, 2016 was such a bad year when you think about it. So many
people died.
No, why have we retconned 2016 into being a good year?
Yeah, so many legends died.
Everybody's just like, 2016 was the last year, it was good, bro. I'm just like, no, it wasn't. That was the start of the downfall.
I feel like people are only saying that because that was the last year before a certain someone came to the power in the US. I'm not going to mention names, but you know what I mean.
I couldn't possibly comment.
We have his color right here.
Jerome and Barry, what are your favorite music genres?
We'll wait for Barry to show up and then the answer can get begin.
Well, Jerome, why don't you start it off there until we wait for Barry to show up? Wait, hang on, Barney. I think you have to leave for a second.
Oh, you twat.
No, hang on.
Well, I'm still gonna answer the question.
Okay. Guys, Barry's here.
It's me, Barry.
Barry the rescue engine?
I was rescued.
Okay, so what I was gonna say, I don't really have a favorite music genre. I listen to pretty much anything except maybe rap, which just isn't my thing personally. But I guess my favorite genre is show tunes.
Again, last time I answered this question on a stream, I think, like rock and musicals I quite like. Tell you what, let's have a look at my Spotify Wrapped from last year if it's still available.
No, personally, at least my favorite music genre is alternative rock. That's one I get a lot of joy out
like
of.
glam rock.
I really like of Monsters of Men. I said it earlier in the stream, but that's one of my favorites.
I'm not even that much of a musical person myself, but the type of song, but like show tunes, you get that pretty much everywhere. Not just in musicals.
For me, when it comes to show tunes, it needs to be like a lot of the old classic ones from like the 40s. Yeah, fine, but I'm not compelled to listen to them. It needs to be weird stuff like Little Shop of Horrors.
I'm just a mean grandmother from outer space.
Listen here, son.
I'm gonna bust your balls.
Y'all be a dentist. Let's not get Spencer demonetized.
Barney, I was never monetized.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hey, you've hit 1,000. You can now, can't you?
No, Barney. There's a catch to that. Not only do you need 1,000 subscribers, but you also need 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year on your channel.
This is bollocks.
So everybody, send the link. Send my channel to your family members, people you know, people you haven't spoken to since that family gathering 7 years ago. Get my name out there. Spencer Brownrick for Top Train.
So I don't think we've really talked a lot about this, Spencer, but what are your thoughts on the 2026 faces for Thomas?
I was talking about this earlier on the stream. I'm not... If we're going by the Thomas test footage, I do not hate it. I would prefer it if they had gone a different direction, but I do not hate it. The stuff in the promo art, I do not really enjoy. There's a lot that I'm not really a fan of. Now, the ones that Tootly posted with the finalized concept art, I like those faces. I think if I were to pick... Now, granted, we still haven't seen the final design, the final faces in animation for most of the characters. Thomas.
There is something actually I want to point out. The footage that they released is not test footage.
No, it's weird because apparently it's from an episode.
It is. I have the clip downloaded from a publicity pack that Mattel accidentally shared when they first announced it. The clip is specifically referred to as being from episode 4, sequence 10. So the clip is literally from a random point from the 4th episode.
You see, the weird thing is, we know it's 18 episodes. We don't know the runtime of these episodes, which I think is interesting. Now, granted, it'll probably be a similar time to what it was before, but again, it's something that we don't really know.
My theory is that we'll probably still get 11-minute episodes, in a similar format to All Engines Go, where it's intro, episode, credits.
That would explain why there's less episodes a season, because obviously CG is more expensive.
There is something else that someone had a theory of. What if, because I know that the show will be airing on standard TV in the UK, but because it's seemingly being pushed more as a streaming show in the US and possibly other countries where Thomas doesn't have a guaranteed TV home, what if they're doing the horrible thing that's usually done to animated shows on streaming and are just splitting a bigger episode order into smaller batches?
To be fair, that is the industry standard these days.
I do think that we are... Of course, it has... Ow, my ears!
What the hell happened there? Oh my goodness, it's Adam.
Hello, Jerome. Hello, Barry. Hello,
It's me,
Spencer.
Barry.
Hello, Adam.
I hear a very excited Adam.
Yes! Elias! What?
Adam, no, no,
Oh,
no,
dear.
no. Get out of here.
Elias.
Get out of
The
here. Get
pandemic
out.
is spreading.
Oh, dude.
Joshua Jones! Joshua Jones!
I feel like this
Who's
person has
Joshua
taken-
Jones?
I think Adam has taken a lot of happy pills
Yo, let's go!
on a big bold adventure.
I'm scared.
Yeah, with
Barry's feeling
Thomas and his
scared.
friends.
Da 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 da.
How
Spencer,
did
what are
they
your
get so
predictions
big
for the
and go
2026
zooming all
show?
over that globe at the end of the theme song? That's crazy.
What are my opinions on the 2026 show? I'm trying to be optimistic, but there's a lot of things that make me not optimistic.
I think the
That's
faces are what's killing me, to be honest. That's the one thing that's killing me, the faces.
For,
I hope
I mean,
we
the
finally
animation
get
looks
to
good,
see
but
the
yeah.
bubble loader in the show.
Yeah, for me, the issue with the faces are two specific things. The first thing is they are stripping a lot of recognizable design traits
Yeah.
from the characters. Like people have pointed out, Oliver's new face, it looks fine for the most part, but they've gotten rid of his weird nose and just replaced it with a generic, like flat one. You have James, who now has a pointy nose for some reason. It's like
Rosie. Rosie's another
Oh.
example. Yeah, she doesn't even look like the character Rosie, you know? And
I
so much of
can't
the
believe
character
they-
is in that. But yeah, go on.
I can't
then
believe
you'll-
they got rid of Percy's iconic Born to Kill tattoo.
How could
There's also Toby, who's lost his nostrils for some reason.
And why does it all look like it's AI generated?
Unfortunately,
Well, no. I believe it's being deconfirmed with the promo art, though it seems the concept art did have AI influence.
Yeah,
Well,
specifically, specifically the Toby and the two troublesome trucks images we saw in the concept art. Those do seem to have some sort of AI generation in it. Maybe not the faces, but the character models. Like I think someone pointed out, they might have used AI to recolor the trucks into like the respective liveries on the concept art because it does not look natural.
Even just as a consumer, just looking at Thomas's promo, if I was a consumer, I'd look at that and go, that looks like AI. That's what I think. When I first saw it, I just thought that,
No,
you know.
No. You see, I don't. The one on the promo on the promo Thomas on the boxes looks better than the rest.
And another
That's-
problem I have. Oh, sorry. And the
No,
other
go on.
problem
No bother.
And the other problem I have is with Thomas's final face design. It looks better than how it does on the promo art, no doubt about it. But it looks like they are still trying to make him look like a kid, or at least very young.
No. From what it looks like to me, it looks like they just took the All Engines Go face and made it 3D.
Yeah.
Any 3D AEG models just look cursed to me. Like any of the CGI ones, I'm like, oh god, they don't belong in CGI.
Killed them with fire.
And
Kill them.
Oh
I
no,
feel
sure.
like-
When they rebranded Magical Tracks and Go Thomas, they look horrifying.
Yeah, and also see, that's the reason why people are so conflicted on if we're actually getting like Thomas as an adult or like older character again, or if he's a kid again, because the face sends so many different kinds of signals.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I
I
sincerely
was just
hope-
gonna say the face gives off both. Like, I've tried imagining different Thomas voices coming out of it. I could easily see John Hassler or an AEG type of voice coming out of it.
I really hope they don't go for kid actors because Jerome, as you probably know, they had to recast Thomas like 7 times in like series 1 or something, didn't they?
It was season 2 specifically with because they just held on to the kid who voiced Thomas at first for a bit too long.
Yeah. And then like how many times did they recast it? They got a new kid in, and then like
Um,
he broke his voice, and then another kid came in, right?
And from what I understand, the first time they had to recast Thomas was because the kid who played him from the beginning was too old at that point, and they
Yeah.
had to. The second VA they got, from what I get, he was replaced because they had another kid on the cast, the one who was playing Terrence at the time, who they just thought was a better match to Thomas's previous voice. So they just asked him to try out for like an episode or two, and then they recasted him. it does make it very bizarre because it means Thomas has like 3 VAs in one season.
How
I
often
sincerely hope-
is that for the US or the UK dub?
US, although Thomas was recasted in the UK dub as well at around the same time, where at the end of season 2 he was recasted.
Well, if they want to give
Okay.
Thomas like a,
No.
a kid voice, at the bare minimum, can they just like get someone like Teresa Gallagher or just a girl? Because like Teresa is able to consistently do like a kid voice, you know, because she's like a grown woman, so she's able to like do that voice consistently for like 10 years in like the Brenner era or whatever. Versus in All Engines
Nancy
Go, where there's only 4
Cartwright.
years and they get recast all the time. Sorry, what?
Get Nancy.
Well, sorry, Barney,
Cartwright
what did you say?
Get the guy.
You said about getting Nancy Cartwright.
Oh no.
Ike
What?
Rambo.
She's
Well, first of all,
Scientologist,
she's
by the
probably
way.
too expensive.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, I was just going to say she's probably too expensive for their budget because I'm pretty sure they get paid like a stupid amount for
really
Simpsons.
They
They
did
do.
actually. Well, what's interesting is they actually had to renegotiate their contracts because it became so expensive for the Simpson actors to like do it that it was no longer affordable. So they actually had to bring their prices down,
No.
which is why the Simpsons almost ended in like they did like a finale. I'm also a Simpsons nerd, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, what was this like 2011 or 2012?
No, this was a little bit later actually. I want to say 2016. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was somewhere around that time.
If they're voiced by kids in this new show, I fully expect at the end of the first season for them to like, wait a minute, and rip off Thomas's face, and Bluey just comes crawling out.
Louis had good they had good kids, right?
Yeah,
I like the
though,
kids of the
Yeah, I was just going to say,
from what I understand with
I was just going to
Bluey,
say,
they were-
have Bluey had to recast often? Because again, I know they get actual kids.
No,
I don't
think so.
think so. Yeah, I think Louis's been very consistent, hasn't he? Or she?
I think it's because of the fact that they actually do pitch up her VA as well. Though, of course, with girls, voice changes aren't as noticeable when they get
True.
older. Because, for
Yeah.
example, Kana and Sandy, they were voiced by their actors stayed the same in All Engines Go, and hell, Kana's VA turned 18 just last year, yet she was able to keep the voice consistent throughout the entire run.
I think Kana is the best voice actress in the show. Like, I think she's the one of the few kids that can actually sing. Like, her singing voice is actually very good.
Dissing the other kids.
Well, she is a professional singer actually, so that makes
Well,
sense.
that makes sense. I think Dennis mentioned
Oh,
that
yeah.
in his retrospective. She's like a singer or something, isn't she?
Yes, she is. I mean, I will say this: it definitely
Imagine having all of your teenage years being voicing a train.
the thing is, no, not the thing. Of course, I will say it wasn't perfect with the child singing, but I've heard so much worse in my life. At least the kids on All Engines Go could sing decently. It wasn't to the point where I was like, nope, I'm turning this off. It's just, I just noticed you named yourself Elias Theorist.
Yeah, well, I am Elias Theorist at the moment.
Adam, where's
Spencer?
Wonders of Soda Wars video? Where's the clickbait?
I want to do that. I actually need to get. I need to buy it first. I need to get around to that. But everyone's already doing videos on it.
Yeah, Adam, you need to buy the game yourself instead of having me buy it.
True. Yes. The market is oversaturated at the moment with like videos like that. I'd rather like make a video on Elias.
Exactly. He's going for the niche content that nobody else is making.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
He's being
something.
I'm literally finding English dubs of Elias. Like nobody thought they existed, and I found them.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
what's wrong?
Something I want to point out about your Elias video. When I was watching it, like when you were talking about like the first movie, there was so many scenes where I was like, Jesus, what
There's
is
a movie?
happening? Not that. It's that there was so much happening at once that it would make the fast-paced moments from Big Adventures blush.
I feel like maybe it was just me talking a bit quickly because the movie is like an hour and something long, and actually the pacing of the movie is very good. I think it was just maybe the way I edited it. It was probably a bit too quick, maybe. But
Okay,
yeah.
that could be.
Yeah.
Elias is so fascinating to me, especially
I love it.
it to me it's also fascinating because it's a water-based CGI show. Do you know how difficult water is to animate in CGI?
Yeah, I was just, no, that was something I was thinking when Adam was showing me clips of it. Just like, okay, what was the budget for this show? Because I know CG water is very hard to pull off.
It was millions. The show cost millions.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you've been able to consume this much content about it, Adam. Just because every time I look at the characters, it makes me feel violently uncomfortable.
No, genuinely though, I think there's a sweetheartedness to it. Elias is such an adorable kid. Like I really do believe there's an essence of Thomas in Elias.
Yeah, but every time I just look at them, I want to kill them.
No, but it's honestly, it's a really charming show. I think people should give it a shot. Really.
Okay.
Oh, when is my construction site video? I want to actually before Elias, I was going to do construction site, but I'm actually saving it for a little bit later. But I will do that at some point.
It will be very.
You showed us an episode of that when we were at your house for your birthday, didn't you?
Yes, at my birthday, I was like, "Hey, look at this great show that nobody's talking about." You know,
construction site is so weird because it's kind of like proto hit era, because of the amount of people that would work on Thomas during the hit era were on that show.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like they made a whole they made like 4 seasons of like a Jack in the Pack series way before Jack in the Pack, and everyone's like, "Oh man,
when was construction site?" I thought it was mid 2000s.
It's 2002.
2002.
I've not heard of it until it's come up just now. Is this made by the same people that did Bob the Builder?
No, Jim Henson Company.
No, it was done by the Jim Henson Company.
Okay, that's cool.
Brian Henson, and actually, by the way, a lot of people on Thomas worked in it. So Paul and Laura, and Simon Spencer, and like a lot of the camera shots in construction site are so hit era coded. It's crazy. Like you get these really long shots, and it's so cool.
It's not just that, Adam. There's also the fact that Simon Spencer was actually the main director for the first season, I believe. And you have Ed Welsh himself, the engine roll call guy, doing all the music.
And by the way, his music in that show is so much better. What happened between then and the hit era? Like
stroke.
I think it's very simple. It's just that he was told to have a different approach with the hit era because Ed Welch has had a consistent style of music since like the 90s. If you listen to like any show he scored or had an involvement with, you'll notice his style has always been the same.
Yeah. But I definitely think construction site is the peak of his career. Like that is like the best stuff he's done. It's so the squelches and the noise is so good.
Squelches.
They do like this. Yeah, well, there's a lot of noises they make. Squelching is.
You know what this soundtrack needs? Moisture.
And another very interesting thing with Paul and Laura specifically, this was when they were still writing separately.
Yeah, it was before they teamed up to create their chaos.
I was just going to say, when did was it Fireman Sam where they started teaming up, or when was that?
It from the earliest records I can find of them being a writing duo was with Bob the Builder, the Project Build It era.
Was that the Scrambler and Zoomer episode? Remember where it's like.
I don't know if it's that.
Oh, is that when they went? Is that when they went to Sunflower Valley?
Yes.
Oh, what a banger of a.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was around that time they began writing together, and then I guess around the time they took over as head writer on Fireman Sam, that's just when they decided, okay, we'll be writing partners for life.
I remember that classic episode where Spud and one of the vehicles get lost in the woods.
Yes, was it Muck?
Was it Lofty?
Was it Lofty or was it Muck?
I think it might have been Muck actually.
Yeah, because that was one of the first episodes from the Sunflower reboot, series 10 or 11, I think.
It was on it was the first episode on the DVD that I had as a kid, and yeah, it was Muck. I've just looked it up.
Yeah, that's when like he goes from Sunflower Valley to Bobsville and back. Yeah, go on.
When they went back, when they went to CGI for that one season before the reboot, they went back to Bobsville, didn't they?
No, they didn't. They went to Fixham Harbour.
Oh, Bobsville was destroyed,
and they changed canon as well. It's very weird. So like it is actually kind of a reboot because Bob's dad isn't Bob's dad in that like reboot. There's a guy who's like Bob's dad who built Fixham Harbour apparently, or is it his grandfather? I forget, but it's a bit weird. Yeah.
What is it with
Grandpa.
what is it with hit shows that transition to CGI being moved closer to the sea? Because the same thing happened with Fireman Sam. When that went CGI, they moved Pontypandy.
Yeah, no,
close to the
I was just going to
sea.
say that they focused a lot more on the sea in like Fireman Sam
They're
when
trying
it
to
went to
encourage
CGI.
children to become swashbucklers and scallywags.
To be honest, though, I actually like that they went to the sea in Series 6. I know a lot of people don't like that because it wasn't like that in the original seasons, but I think that opened up a lot more opportunities for like stuff. And also Wales, it's like Pontypandy is meant to be Wales, and like sea is a huge part of Wales. So I'm a defender of that, but that's just my opinion.
I don't really mind it
Yeah, I'm
either.
fine with that. I don't mind it.
I personally do quite like it, just because it opened up more story possibilities.
Yeah.
Like this for a show that for the longest time clearly didn't have the best production values. They do spend a lot of time on the water.
And also they allow Penny as well, because like they give that role to Penny, because Penny is always the one going
she has the
at sea.
lifeboat, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. It's Neptune. Yeah,
That's the one.
Your Fireman Sam video actually made me watch a lot of the CGI era again.
I am so sorry, Jerome. I'm so sorry.
You don't have to be sorry, because for the most part, I do actually generally quite enjoy it.
The writing isn't as bad as people make it out to be. I mean, there is bad episodes, but the writing, the character dialogue is the best part.
It was written by Andrew Brenner, and he wrote Peak.
Well, I mean, he also wrote Series 6 of Fireman Sam, and that's kind of
Yeah, another
I'm
classic
joking,
episode of
I'm
Fireman
joking.
Sam, where Mike falls down some stairs into a basement and breaks his
Wasn't Andrew Brenner also the head writer of Tractor Tom?
Yes, he was. Yes, and we got new news from Twitter recently that apparently Andrew Brenner was like developing a Jack in the Pack spin-off when he first came to hit. Remember that? That came out recently.
Yes.
Yeah. What the hell is that about? I want to know about that.
Well, the only thing we know was that it was cancelled because Hit remembered they owned Bob the Builder, which is ironic because at the time they cancelled it, Bob the Builder, the original run, or like the one that was being made by the same crew that had been there since the beginning, ended.
Oh.
Now, wasn't that meant to be a
is that why Jack was in King of the Railway?
No,
Yeah,
that was. I think.
Are
that
you
was
sure?
separate. I do. At the very least, I know that Jack's model had nothing to being created. Had nothing to do with that cancelled spin-off, because it was created at ARC, which was after the spin-off was cancelled.
Okay. Question. I think I've asked this a few times, but was Harvey made by Nitrogen or ARC?
I don't think we know that specifically.
Yeah, we don't know that. It looks like Nitrogen made it because it's very accurate. You know, and
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Because typically, when ARC would bring back a character, they'd make changes. But whereas with Nitrogen, after the Steam team had all their different proportions messed up, the characters would be fairly 1-to-1 with their props.
That's kind of the frustrating thing, because from what I remember researching, Nitrogen was actually in talks for doing Series 17, like around the time they were close to wrapping up Blue Mountain Mystery, I believe. But then those plans didn't come through because they wanted to focus on single projects, which I assume was Sausage Party.
I can't say what I know, but I don't think that's what happened. I think they just ended up not working on Thomas for other reasons.
Yeah, no, you've told me this, and I know you can't share it publicly, but yeah, no, it wasn't that.
Oh dear.
I'll tell you some other time, Jerome. Don't worry, I'll let you know.
All right. I mean, granted, knowing the kind of company that Nitrogen was,
yeah.
That's kind of the frustrating thing, because Nitrogen's animation was genuinely really good for the time, but then it's like this massive but at the end.
No, okay. This is how this is peak. This is peak CGI in terms of design for me. But
Spencer died.
Oh no.
Spencer's about.
what?
Wait, say that again.
Am I on
Spencer.
screen?
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Say
Okay.
it again there, Spencer.
No, my sort of idea of sort of peak CGI is sort of seasons 19 to 21 direction style with Arc, and nitrogen rolling stock variety.
That is
My
that.
idea of peak CGI is Avatar 2.
Oh,
I will
no.
agree that, like, you know, like there are definitely some things that I wish Arc had done better. Like overall, I prefer Arc, obviously, but like stuff like the rolling stock, like all the pink trucks. Like, I mean, Nitrogen definitely did a lot more variety with the trucks and stuff, so I'll give them that. You know,
That, you know, I'm starting to wonder if the reason why Arc wasn't as crazy with the rolling stock was so they could make sure continuity between shots could be focused on better.
True,
Because
yeah.
like imagine if you have Thomas pull like a train load, a train of trucks that like he carries for like a couple of scenes. And since every scene would be animated separately, there could have been an instance where like one animator accidentally switched the colors around and they wouldn't have noticed.
Well,
That's
that actually did happen in Thomas. Well, granted, this was season 1, so you can give it a bit of leeway. But this happened in Thomas and the Trucks. When Thomas departs from Knapford, he's pulling a completely different train in that shot compared to the rest of the episode.
Classic CGI era.
and even in the CGI era, like you have a lot of examples, like you know, the pink trucks will sometimes turn green. Like the best example is Tale of the Brave. It happens all the time if you pay
Maybe
attention
they
to
were
the
just
trucks.
ill.
Wait, the
Maybe.
pink trucks? You mean the red trucks?
I thought they were pink trucks. They're
I
like a
see.
No, they're
line.
red trucks.
Are you sure they're not
No.
pink?
They are pink. It's a shade of pink.
You're a big pink Stevie.
I've seen some people call them red trucks. I've seen some people call them pink trucks. I mean, let's call them
Let's
the
go
rosy
for
trucks.
salmon.
Of
They're
course,
salmon trucks.
and like
Sodor salmon.
I think that's all. I feel like that's also. Oops. I think that's also why they, despite Nitrogen making multiple truck faces, I think that's why they scaled it down to just the same face, because maybe it was also just, it's easier to keep track of.
Keep track.
No,
How much?
I
Oh,
do-
yeah, that's really funny.
Something I wish that, granted, I think all of CGI suffered from this, is that they seemed very scared of having single track sets in CGI.
I can't
yeah.
think of any apart from like if it's on the side of like a cliff or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're going around the side of a mountain, you know what I mean?
Like the
Actually
only
did
one,
like
the
that.
only one I can think of is like Arsdale End when they did bring it back, but even then that was only for like 2 seasons.
One season, actually. I don't think Arsdale End actually appeared after season 15.
It did not
Man.
survive the winter.
Those poor animators.
I mean, at the very least, that stuff made it to screen. As we found out, there were a handful of assets that Nitrogen made that wouldn't be used until Arc came in.
True.
Which ones were those?
That's true.
And
You go first,
Uh,
bro.
I think the stuff we know most notably was Kelstorp Station.
Yep.
I think one of the coaches that Skarloy pulls in like the Big World era.
In the Nia episode, yeah, in that shot where like it's panning over and you see like them in the background. There's also the ladle trucks as well. That, like, I mean, I know we saw those a few times, but they really used those in Journey Beyond Sodor.
And then I think it was also Tom Tipper's van that they randomly used in season 24. That was also Nitrogen.
That was
But
nice.
that's
Weird, 'cause that's the final season.
that van. We know the van is. I don't know if the logo on it is from Nitrogen. Like the van is definitely just like taken from Nitrogen, but like the logo could just be like a Sam Wilkinson thing that they added on the side. But I don't know.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy how much Nitrogen actually made, because it just
And
kind of
if that's just the stuff we got, oh, sorry, go ahead. But if that's just the stuff we had, like, what about like all the stuff we never got? Like, what assets did they make we just didn't see on screen? Like, you know,
Colin.
No, because
Colin says.
I've asked. I know you made a post about this one at one point, Jerome. But what was the product? Wasn't Hero of the Rails' like entire production under a year?
It began the pre-production stage. So basically, when they would have been planning everything, like it began like in around the time season 12 was coming out. But the full production, when they would actually start animating, that started in January 2009 alongside series 13, and it wrapped for Hero of the Rails in May the same year. That's roughly 5 months of actual production.
Wow.
Those poor animators.
I mean,
Working to the bone.
and also keep this in mind. They were also working on season 13 at the time, which was all completed in 2009, and half of season 14 was also done in 2009.
You see, that's why, well, granted, I think it's pretty obvious, but when you watch Series 13, you can very easily tell that there's a lot of animation reused from Hero of the Rails that they just altered for that scene.
I also think that's probably why one of the staples of Greg's direction style is just reused camera angle left and right.
Yeah.
Because
because
they just lock the camera down and they'll literally swap out the engine assets and stuff and just use the same shots. It's crazy.
like even in season 15 and 16, which is when they was doing a lot more unique things, that was still happening. Like I'm thinking of like the James to the Rescue, like the entire scene at the Soda Search and Rescue Center is just reused angles from Misty Island Rescue and season 14.
Some might say it's clever, others might say it's lazy. Who am I to say?
I'm going to combine them and say it's crazy.
That's crazy.
To me, at the very least, I can understand reusing an angle every now and then, but
because I think that has to be said. Reusing angles and bits of animation, it's common practice in the industry.
It's just to the extent that Nitrogen was doing it. Once you start to notice it, that's when it becomes annoying.
It's the sort of thing that once somebody points it out, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
I think
It's like the way there's a tin can. There's there's an actual a canned food tin can into the diesel. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I think it says a lot about the hit era, or not hit era. I mean the hit entertainment, because they got Zing Zing in for Fireman Sam, and they got Nice in for Thomas, the dirtiest of dirt cheap companies.
Zing Zang. What the fuck is their name again?
Zing Zing. It should sing twice.
Oh, I thought you were saying Sing Sing, and I thought, what, the prison?
The thing with Zing Zing is that I do think the animation was genuinely getting better as they went on. Like, there's such a drastic difference between how Series 6 and 7 look to, Series 8 and 9. But
Series 6 is rough.
Yeah, that is borderline unwatchable.
Those were dark
Yeah. It's so... they were dark days. Like, literally, the camera angles are sometimes the lighting changes in a scene. It's so bad. Oh, my goodness.
I was watching Great Fire of Pontypandy because I think I actually remember watching that when I was a lot younger, and I genuinely was shocked at how stiff everything was.
Oh, that's dangerous.
It's the safest place I know. Pontypandy by
the sea. Welcome
Exactly.
to our town.
our home, where we all live safe.
I mean, I don't know if you're aware of this, but that was composed by the same people who would do the sing-along songs for Thomas from Series 17 up until the
That
end.
does not surprise me at all.
Wait, what was that? Eggplant? Eggplant?
Yes.
Is that who they were?
There is yes, I think so. There's a Christmas song from Fireman Sam that just literally sounds like a Thomas song. It's like it's a Christmas song, but it's like sung by those guys. It's the same guy. It's very funny. Yeah.
Do they sing about
Who
how
did
it's
that?
not-
Sorry.
Go on.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say, who did that? I discovered the song today. That "Watch Out Thomas" song from the YouTube
Oh,
series.
no.
That was also Eggplant.
Oh, okay. No, because I listened to that one. And it's not amazing or anything, but I was listening to him, just like, okay, this one's actually sort of half decent.
Well, that was because I think it was because around the time, when we were close, when the original Thomas was ending, they were actually having different songwriters than just the same guys. Like, for example, that Christmas Little Engine Who Believed song they did in 2020. That was co-written by Ian McHugh himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so
Oh,
bad. No, that's
let's-
a joke. That's a joke.
I can't wait
hang
for
on,
Billie
guys.
Eilish to write a Thomas song.
Let's go. Thomas can take us there.
Don't do it, Spencer.
Ew.
I don't want to hear more songs about having an affair.
Whistles blow. Let's be on our
I can hear
way.
musical tales about Thomas the Tankin Dankin, not learning how to pay for rail travel.
Thomas the Tank and Dankin. You're not Jerome. Speaking German.
Eggplant is just... I mean, they weren't incompetent or anything, but you can really tell these songs were just made because they needed new songs per season.
You've got to give him some credit, though, because not many other vegetables can write songs.
Oh my god.
Have you seen, Jerome, have you seen much German Fireman Sam, may I ask?
Yes, because Fireman Sam is actually was, or at least
Feuermann Sam, or whatever it is.
was very
Very popular
popular
in
here in Germany.
Yeah. It is.
Isn't that where you got the Arnold toy from, Adam? Were those blind boxes exclusive to Germany, or am I mistaken?
Yes, actually, I have a whole bunch of like Fireman Sam toys stacked up in my room, which I'm saving for a review at some point. And half of them literally have like a Feuerwehrmann Sam on the side of them.
Oh yeah, Wehrmanns.
Wait, does that include the one that I gave you?
No, because you bought that in a shop in Ireland, so it said Fireman Sam.
No, but I mean, was that one of the toys in your pile?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's over there. I'm looking at it right now. It's in the big pile.
Okay,
If
Thank you for that, by the way.
you're welcome. I also got you the best era of Postman Pat.
You did. You also got me the best era of Fireman Sam. You got me literally the first episodes of the CGI series, like written by Andrew.
Yeah,
Brenner.
I know, because I found the DVD and I was like, okay, I'll get that for Adam for his birthday. And then I saw what it was, and I was just like, oh, this is the early stuff. Oh god.
I mean, if you want to know a very cursed fact, because CGI Fireman Sam was so popular over here, like, I'm not even joking, it was so popular that I'm pretty sure it replaced Thomas as Mattel/Hit's popular like brand here in Germany. Whenever they had a new special, they would actually release that in theaters the same way Thomas specials would be in the UK. And they would follow that up with a limited Blu-ray release of the special. And when they did Great Fire of Pontypandy, they released that with a limited edition Blu-ray of Series 6.
Yo.
I'm not going to lie, guys. That fire was pretty devastating. I don't think it was that great at all.
I'm just saying, the worst-looking season of the show in full HD.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was going to say.
That
Could you imagine,
is-
like, 4K Series 6 is the worst thing ever. I don't want to see that in high quality. It belongs in low quality. It belongs in 360p. Thank you very much.
I do actually have one of the limited Blu-rays they did. It's for the Norman Price film they did when the show was randomly brought back after Set for Action.
Norman Price and the Mystery in the Sky.
That's actually not
What?
the
that's the
Said Norman.
that's the one.
Oh, he's dying again.
The robots. Say that again.
Oh, have I died again? Am I back?
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
back. You're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
So,
I was just gonna.
funny-
I was just gonna say, is that the special where Norman becomes Iron Man?
Yes, that's the one where he becomes Iron Man. And what's interesting, Jerome, is that that
Oh my
DVD you're
gosh.
talking about is it's only available in Germany. They never made one for the UK market.
Guys, it all makes
Well, to be
sense
fair,
now. You say
to be
that
fair, the
Norman-
only
you
Thomas
say
special
Norman
we got on
becomes
Blu-ray
Iron
over here. Oops.
Man. No, please.
Sorry, Barney, I was cutting you off there.
You say Norman becomes Iron Man. You rearrange the letters of Iron Man. It says I Norman. It all makes sense.
My god.
Oh
my
Oh
God.
my!
I'm the Thomas tourist, and even I didn't realize that.
I'm the naughty Norman.
Well,
thing.
it seems we got the fireman theorist on the stream now.
but CGI Fireman Sam was just really popular over here. Like, you want to know what's really funny with the latest and currently last season, since we don't know if they'll return for a season 17.
Please make it about Arnold.
when
Arnold
that
spinoff when? Go on.
when season 16 was starting to come out in Germany, they released all the episodes that were tied to that new fire station as a feature film in theaters. Episodes
God,
of the show in
things
theaters.
are bad in Pontypandy when they have to build a new fire station.
Oh, so that movie, I think you're on about, is it the Great Pontypandy Show or the Big Pontypandy Show? It's like the last few episodes of the show, is it?
No, I'm specifically referring to the episodes that were setting up the new fire station.
Okay. Yeah, well, that was halfway through the season. It's really funny how they do it. The first half of the season, they don't show the fire station at all because it's been remodeled. And then, like, halfway through the season, they're like, oh, here's the new fire station.
Also, another thing you want to know, Norman Price and the Mystery in the Sky. In Germany, that special is titled Heroes Don't Fall from the Sky.
Iron Man did.
Couldn't you have just called the original title The Rise of Norman Man? That was so much better.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Doomsday.
You know, a title like Norman Price and the Mystery in the Sky, that sounds like the title of a regular episode.
What was it even about? What was going on?
I don't know. There's like Peter Griffin and some celebrity come around and they're like looking for a mega suit.
Oh my God, Brian, it's naughty Norman Price.
From what I can gather with it, because I did actually rewatch that because I have the Blu-ray of it, so why the fuck not? Basically, some villains who want to make a lot of money have like come to Pontypandy, try to find a way to power up their suit, make themselves look better than Fireman Sam and all that jazz, and then it somehow turns in, and then Norman somehow gets involved.
He always does.
And it had potential. I will say that. It had potential. I like the idea of focusing on Norman. The problem is it's just not good, you know?
I think it's like, to me, it's very much like Marvelous Machinery. It's bad, but at least there is some fun to be had. Because I typically do like specials or like movies for like a TV show where they do something so outlandish and the main characters don't get involved, so it's just them wondering what the hell is going on.
And I will give Marvelous Machinery this. At least they finally focused on Arnold. You know, I mean, it was weird that Sam wasn't in the movie, but I mean, granted, I'm still glad that Arnold got some focus and like a whole special about him as well. I just thought that was so cool, you know?
Yeah, about
they gave him they gave him maximum boost.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. It's so weird, though, how both Norman Price and The Thing in the Sky and Marvelous Machinery both came out the same year.
Same year? Did they mix up the scripts?
Written by the same people as well.
They even voice acted in it. Like Ian and like who else? The Paul and Laura. They spoke in like the movie as like background characters in like the crowd shots in like Marvelous Machinery. It's so interesting.
Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this publicly, Jerome, but you once told me and Adam a story about Marvelous Machinery's writing that apparently happened. I don't know if that's allowed to be public, though.
I don't think we can say that, but yeah.
No, it's not. It's nothing bad, but I don't think we can specifically say that.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Yeah. So basically,
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I don't want to leak it, but basically, Duke was meant to come back, and Boko was going to return, and I've said too much now.
And they dig up the main line and find Stepney down there.
Yeah, God, that was crazy.
No. They start digging up the main line, and suddenly they see some pink soil in the ground. So then they realize it's sugar. It's the pink sugar that Stepney was buried in.
They dug up all the tracks. They looked underground, and they found Ernie. Anyway.
Hello, Chomish. I want you to go work at the Shodor sugar mines.
But yeah, it wasn't just Ian, Paul, and Laura. I believe they also had one of the like assistant producers and Cheryl Miller voiced the crowd.
Zara was also, that's her name, isn't it? And she worked on Fireman Sam as well. By the way, all the people who worked on Thomas and like Fireman Sam, they're all connected. It's basically the one thing, by the way.
I mean, if you want to know what's really crazy, there were some people who wrote for Thomas during like the Ghislaine seasons and the Hit era who wouldn't return for CGI Thomas, but they would continue to write on CGI Fireman Sam.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Sam
no,
Barlow,
that's what I find weird. Did Abby Grant continue to Fireman Sam, or did she just leave it
No,
entirely after
no.
that?
She was never
think
involved
she-
with Fireman Sam.
Yeah, but Sam
Okay,
Barlow,
good.
the guy who moved up from the Steam team, he wrote for Fireman Sam. So
Yeah, specifically from series 12 onwards, specifically. Which is very bizarre. It's like he actually did leave Hit / Mattel, and then he just came back. And also, there's also
pork pie is salty.
So, guys, who do you think is going to be the head writers for the new show? Paul and Laura? Please, Paul and Laura. They're not doing any work after Fireman Sam. I'm just saying.
Well, I've had to keep this secret for some time, but I am writing the 2026 reboot.
Oh, no! All the faces are going to be made by Spencer. This is your fault, Spencer. Why'd you have those blue eyes?
I
had no say in that matter. I was only on the writing team.
So if Paul and Laura are writing the 2026 show, does that mean like more than 50% of it will be written by them?
Yes.
Because that's something you notice with CGI Fireman Sam. As the seasons go on, Paul and Laura just wrote more and more to the point where I think in series 12, which granted that was only like 13 episodes, they wrote everything for like they wrote like every episode except for like 2 or 3, I believe.
And so basically Miller era Thomas.
Kinda.
A little bit. I think Andrew Brenner, though, didn't he? He also wrote like 10 episodes for like series 17, 18, and for 19 he only wrote, I think it was 4 or 3 or something. But he also wrote The Adventure Begins, so that runs up to about 10 as well. And then he also wrote about 10 for 20, I think. Or no, it's a little bit less, I think.
Breaking news after winning an Oscar for writing one battle after another. Paul Thomas Anderson.
An update on the shed because, well, I've been working on the background, but I've got one wall done.
Nice.
I love Wall.
Okay. So I just checked. Starting from series 13 till 16 onwards with Fireman Sam, which is weirdly when they kind of restructured the show a bit. You know, different animation style, very different music and all that jazz. From that point onwards, Paul and Laura essentially wrote more than half the season.
It's good. It's because they came power hungry. I couldn't trust anyone else.
They became corrupt.
And of course, you also just have the fact that they wrote every special except Great Fire, because that was before they were head writers.
That was by Ingram, wasn't it?
Yes,
don't they reference it? Don't they? I think this is a joke from your video, Adam, but I'm pretty sure. Don't they reference Great Fire Pontypandy in a later special where it's like, it's the greatest fire in Pontypandy since the Great Fire of Pontypandy 3 specials ago.
3 specials ago, yeah. In Set for Action. I will say Set for Action is probably the best Fireman Sam movie, to be fair.
Sam says, holy shit, it's the Great Fire of Pontypandy 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I think both Heroes of the Storm and Set for Action are the ideal Fireman Sam specials, because Heroes of the Storm is when you amp up the typical Fireman Sam plot into like a proper movie length, because it was such a big thing. And Set for Action is a genuinely great finale, like, because that is so focused on Sam really proving himself, how much he means to the team.
But I do love how Heroes of the Storm is basically calling all engines. Like, oh, we rebuilt the fire station, we did all this, we added these characters.
Together we made it happen. Together we saw it through.
That's Arnold's favorite special.
Heroes of the Storm is so interesting because it's essentially a transition from like Fireman Sam in its original format, or like at least original main cast, to the Arnold and Ellie, and it's essentially and it would essentially stay like that until the presumed ending with Set for Action.
No, okay, I find it funny.
Josh, what the hell does this mean? It annoys me how Sam is less dominant in later CGI stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean?
Okay, Josh. Sure, buddy.
What do you mean he's less dominant, Josh? What do you mean?
Is it because Penny and Sam are now equals in the later seasons, or?
I feel like I think he's just referring to things like the fact that that with like series 14 they changed the theme song to be like about everyone at the fire station and like all the rescue people in general, instead of saying, just focusing on Fireman Sam.
Which is honestly kind of silly.
Sam was never the main leader. That is, of course, Station.
Yeah, I feel like
he outranks them.
Honestly, I feel like the change with the Fireman Sam
wasn't Trevor a fireman in like the very early stuff?
Yeah,
or was he like a relief one?
Like on and off, isn't he?
Yeah, it was. I think it was a participant in like the classic run of Fireman Sam, which was series 1 till 4, which was like a real. Sorry.
Oh no, go on quickly.
Which, by the way, is a very short run, because every season of classic Fireman Sam only had like 8-9 episodes, I think.
Yeah, they're very short. But he was an auxiliary fireman, which basically means he only does it like sometimes,
on like weekends.
Yeah, on weekends or whatever. But interestingly,
fire breaks out and he goes to Station Officer Steele and says, "Put me in the game, coach."
I don't know, man. Also, the reason he was
no. In the Great Fire of Pontypandy, the fire is burning out. There's no one else who can save the day. Trevor Evans shows up and puts out the fire all on his own.
Trevor's just back in the town filling his bus with water from a hose, and then he just
my theory about the Great Fire of Pontypandy. It wasn't actually Norman. What happened was Bella was actually cooking pizzas in the woods. And she ran away. She was like, "Oh no, I've burnt down Pontypandy. I must run away from the town. Mamma mia, I've burnt down a Pontypandy. I must run away for 2 seasons."
Bella goes on the run.
Yeah.
That's my headcanon. She went to Newtown.
Bella got deported.
You know what upsets me?
God.
Oh, damn. But you know what upsets me? They literally mention Newtown thousands of times, and they never once thought, "Hey, let's go to Newtown." Besides that one episode in series.
Let's bring over the Newtown firemen and see how they compare.
They're probably rubbish, because I assume nothing happens in Newtown.
Is the episode you're referring to that one where it's the some of the kids want to see like a boy band or something?
Yes, One Way Street, which is a parody of One Direction, because when it was made, One Direction were popular at the time.
Of course.
Yeah, and the thing is,
they reference them. They reference them again. Like in a later episode, they sing that song like "Wake up, shake up, wake up, my summer, go, go." Don't ask how I know the lyrics.
If it was the 90s, we want to go see that cool boy band. Have this.
And it's so hilarious, because when we actually do get to Newtown at the end of the episode, you can tell it's just the streets from Pontypandy.
It's just Pontypandy with some Christmas lights up.
Granted, you can't expect them to model a whole new town for like a single scene, but it's still like, man, that's a lot of waste.
They did it for a special in Journey Beyond Sodor. They modeled the entire steelworks, and it was never seen again.
I mean, granted, that was for something where they have a bigger budget.
But you know what I would have liked more? You know, in like series 16 when they update the fire station. Personally, I liked the updated one before they updated it again. Like, I thought that one was cool. I would have preferred if like they had just added the Newtown fire station, because you already have Station Officer Boyce. And you could have had new fire vehicles, new toys there. Would have given 2 new locations. But now.
Hang on, I've just looked. I didn't know what the new fire station looked like, and I've looked it up. And it looks like a local swimming pool. It's got slides.
yeah. It looks like a Paw Patrol playset, basically.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just gonna say it like this. I think that after OG Thomas ended, that's when the people who were putting like all the dumb decisions from the Big World era were kind of pushing those onto Fireman Sam, because Thomas ended in 2020, and around that time Fireman Sam returns after like 1 year of hiatus, like, or at least 1 or 2, I don't remember, and then that's when the show starts doing like really dumb things.
Yeah. It literally had its own Bubba era. It's crazy. Like, so it came back and like it just became the Bubba era of Fireman Sam, basically.
The thing is, I have watched a couple of episodes from like the later, like the last couple of seasons. It's not awful. There is still a lot of that like entertainment to it, but you can just tell at that point there was a lot more executive interference for like the stuff they had to include, and the show was
Christopher
just,
Keenan.
and the show was just running on autopilot.
Yeah, it just became very like generic. You know, like it was like a lot more generic shows. The music became more generic. The writing became more generic. And I feel like there was an energy between like I want to say series 10 and 12, which I really liked. Like those seasons are my favorite of the CGI era. I love series 12 is my favorite season generally. Like not series 12. What season? Series 11 or 12 is one of my favorite seasons. I think it's series 11 actually. Anyway,
Guys, remember, no matter what, series 12 is better than Women.
Oh my god.
Oh.
For those of you who understand that joke, thank you.
But
not.
yeah, it's like
Josh said we need Tug to do a Fireman Sam video. What do you guys think?
I mean, he referenced Jupiter when he talked
I
about Flint's redesign, so maybe
Yeah.
he does know about it.
Well, I don't know how well he knows about it. I saw that and I kind of thought to myself, I was like, was he looking at my Fireman Sam video?
You know, it is actually funny because recently I had this discussion with a friend of mine. Only recently did it become clear to me the whole reason the Flynn and the Rescue Center exist in Thomas was because HIT wanted something like Fireman Sam in CGI Thomas.
Probably, yeah.
Because
Everyone
Flynn's-
knows that Whip's waste dump exists because Mattel wanted something like the Wombot.
I mean, Mattel wanted the waste dump in All Engines Go because they could rebrand it as a recycling plant. Which
Reuse, recycle.
I mean, to be fair, the recycle aspect that was in the original waste dump, but they just wanted to rename it to that. So
No, I find it funny that Whiff was mentioned in the first episode of All Engines Go, but doesn't appear till like the second special.
yeah, that was explained actually to me by the show creator. It was simply because they didn't have the budget in season 1 specifically because the thing with a first season of anything, those are typically have a lower budget for like episodes because of the fact that so much of the budget for the show is spent on developing everything, like casting the main characters, finding storyboard artists, whatever, animators, and all that shit, and building up the asset library. So they didn't have that much money for like characters when it came to season 1. So that's why we only had like Thomas, the main cast, Gordon, James, Emily, stuff like that. And then when they got to season 2, they had the money to make more characters, and that's how we got Toby with Ashima. I'm not going to say Ashima.
Come on.
Yeah, it was basically a first season of a show is typically always lower budget, so there have to be compromises.
Just like the first 2 series of the classic sitcom Red Dwarf, where the set
that-
looks like shit.
The only reason the 2026 show seems to have so many new characters is just because they're repurposing all the old Nitrogen/Arc models.
Yeah. Everyone's saying about how like Rheneas and Oliver are returnees, and I'm like, no, the only returnee is Scruff. All these assets are being reused, people.
Like the only characters that seemingly have new models are all the road vehicles for some reason. Like they're really focused on.
No, it seems to be the road vehicles and characters that wouldn't have had a CGI render before.
Like Bruno is definitely getting a new model. Unless
I'm curious how Bruno will be tackled in the CGI format.
I love that image of him where it's just a freaking take and play model.
Yeah, you can
Push along, Adam. Push along.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck in 2013.
To me, the fact that they used his push along toy signals to me at least that they do intend on keeping his original design. But at the same time, they didn't have anything ready when the concept art for his face was drawn.
You know, the funny thing about Bruno is I actually really like his basis. Like I remember before like Bruno was even a thing, I remember in 2018 thinking how cool it would be to have like an American like style like box card of Thomas Meese or something in America. So I actually would like to see that type of model properly integrated into the show. but I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to base it on like his all-in
No,
Go model.
I will say I am surprised that Khan has been cut, because now, granted, I know Hero's coming back, but given the fact that Kenji was like one of the first All Engines Go characters brought back, and Kana is confirmed to be from Japan, I thought they would have kept all the Japanese characters
They
so
should've
that
done
way they
that,
could
yeah.
so that way they can keep advertise it all over Japan.
I mean, they have Kenji, right? And it's like they have a CGI model of Kenji, so that'd be easy enough. Kana, maybe they could like redo a Kenji or something. But yeah,
here's actually the interesting thing. I believe the reason we aren't getting Kana is depending on how much they will actually go back to realism with the show, because, as I've mentioned a few times, the clip shows pretty cartoony physics, at least with the way Thomas moves, so we don't know how far they'll actually go.
From what it looks like, we're back to JBS to 24 physics with the engines.
Yep. But I actually don't hate that, to be honest. I think that's how it should be. Hot take.
But I feel like the reason they haven't brought back Kana is probably because they just don't know how to do it. Because, I mean, granted, I do think, like Kana and Sandy specifically, they can be easily reworked, but only if you bend the rules a little bit. And for all we know, with how much they're talking about authentic train culture with this new show, maybe they just figured we don't know how to do it.
I can see that with Sandy. Kana, I think you can get away with it slightly. I think she would fit into the show a lot more.
And here's where Charlie comes in, because I think the reason they gender swapped him is because they still want a purple female character, but are not using Kana.
I mean, I guess it makes sense since it's a unisex name, but it seems like such a bizarre change. Not that I'm against her or anything, just like why?
No. You see, I don't hate the change itself. Now, I've said this before, but I don't hate the change itself. I just would have preferred that they brought back a pre-existing female character rather than feel the need to gender swap a pre-existing male one. Because I feel like the series has developed enough female characters to a point where they could just pull from previous female characters rather than gender swapping.
But which girl though? Like what lady? Like who are you bringing back, Spencer? That's a purple girl.
Belle.
Belle.
Well, no, genuinely, if they wanted to give Belle another shot, I like Belle more than Flynn.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Will we ever see Belle again? Because Flynn is coming back, even if he's just doesn't look like Flynn anymore.
No, he's called Flynn Jr.
So does that mean Flynn fucked?
Ladies and gentlemen, Finn.
Yeah, he reproduced with Belle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Flynn has reproduced.
He's reproduced with Jupiter.
I'm gonna put you out with no.
Oh no!
No. Josh just pointed out Rebecca. I am surprised Rebecca has been dropped as hard as she was from the series.
See,
she is heavy.
What do you do with her?
So for like All Engines Go, I can kind of see why, because the crew members have stated that they would only bring back a character if they had like at least one solid episode idea for them, or like a purpose. Like the reason why Winston was brought in was because it was easier for him to get Topham into a scene without, having Emily distractingly sit around. Or like, sorry.
In terms of Rebecca, I think the reason they didn't bring her back as well is because Rebecca has a very young personality in the show. And, in All Engines Go, the bigger characters are the adults. And so making her an adult character a bit weird, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't really say weird, but maybe it was just a case of, do we even know what to do with her? But I will say, I do find it shocking that when they started reverting back to the CGI series stuff, and like for the legacy stuff they did last year, that Rebecca was not a part of it, like, at all.
And yet Mia was, even though she doesn't really sell.
Well, to be fair,
granted, I don't hate Nia. I think she's fine enough. I feel like the issue is that the main series, they didn't really know what to do with her. I think there's a lot of opportunity with her.
Granted,
but I think this.
She just
from what I've heard,
like her design. It's her design.
And from what I've heard, they do a lot with her on All Engines Go. Jerome, you could probably back that up.
Yes, they do. Well, essentially, what they did with her in All Engines Go is they took all the traits that were like hinted at with Nia in like the Big World era, like her liking music, her being like a bit plan focused and everything, and just expanded that and made that like the focal point of her like flaws. Like, for example, in All Engines Go, when a plan doesn't go how Nia wants it, she sometimes is just on the verge of a breakdown.
Damn.
So yeah, I do think All Engines Go did prove that Nia has good potential. But honestly, I think like the only reason she's still around is because they have to keep her. Because
you see, I think the reason why she is in this reboot is because they're scared of the backlash of what will happen if she's not.
Yeah, because
more so than
you have to.
They were really pushing her as as the sort of diversity character, not to be like that, but yeah.
Yeah, like when you have a character who you so heavily marketed as like a diverse character for diversity, if you get rid of them, it just makes you look worse. Or you could just get accused of like not actually caring, which granted, as a company, Mattel very likely doesn't. But you don't want to create that public relations issue, I believe. Oh, sorry.
I was also going to say I'm upset now because that means Nia's just stuck in the show forever. I'm like, I don't care about her.
and also,
they can't come out with a bold statement saying we're undiversifying the cast.
And
well,
also,
maybe with the way the world's going.
And also, I think that is why Bruno is like so far the only All Engines Go character they've kept, because not only is Bruno's whole thing as the autistic character still a lot more recent than Nia, but if you get rid of the autistic representation, you'll be just accused of being ableist or just taking advantage of the autistic audience when you introduce them in OG.
Yeah, well, with Bruno, they spent so much time. Like they were developing him for like series 1 or something, was it? And it didn't take until series 2 because they wanted to make sure they got him right, wasn't it?
I don't know much about All Engines Go. Is Bruno an engine or like Karen?
No, Bruno is an American style caboose.
I see.
Well, they specifically call him a brake car because I think what they were trying to do was have like a mix of British and American terminology. So, but yeah, he's a brake van.
And because he's a brake van, that means he can still have a special interest in trains.
But you weren't wrong, Adam. We interviewed the person who came up with the idea for an autistic character, and they were developing Monica Dennis, the creative director, I think it was, for All Engines Go. And from what
hang on, this is the character, Barney.
And from what she stated, they were developing Bruno basically from the beginning of All Engines Go's production. Yeah. But because it took so long, that's why he was pushed back to season 2. And I feel like maybe that's also why they didn't give Bruno a proper introduction, because because he was like seen as, okay, he's always been there, but only now can we use him.
Yeah, and I feel like with Bruno, they wanted to make sure. Now, to be fair, I will give this to All Engines Go. They wanted to make sure that he was good representation, and that's also why I think he took such a long time, because they wanted to make sure they got it right. And so I will give Mattel that.
Well, no, I will say I do think they got him right.
How does the autism? How is it portrayed?
It's actually good.
How does it come across on screen?
Well, first off, Bruno is never actually referred to as autistic because he's a train.
Yeah.
Not just that. They didn't do that because they didn't want to make Bruno seem as a special needs person,
like a token character.
Yeah, basically the way they do it is Bruno shows the autistic traits, like not being able to look people in the eye or getting like really nervous. But the way they approach it is that the characters never really question, like, dude, what's wrong with you? Or like refer to
yo, that's Bruno, he's cool as.
If I wrote an episode of All Engines Go, they would not accept it, because I do an episode where like Bruno gets like bullied for being autistic or something.
Are you drawing from past secondary school experiences, Adam?
No.
but it's essentially just he acts autistic, but it's not like drawn towards like a special needs kind of thing. The characters just accept that's who he is and try to help him with it.
That being said, though, there are still some Bruno episodes where I'm like, they could have done it better. Like, I think isn't there like one episode where like he tries to get a star on the tree and he's like, "Oh, I want it done my way," and it's like, "Oh, come on."
I think you're referring to the Christmas special, which even Bruno's consultant, who for some reason wasn't asked to help with that special,
for some reason.
Like here's the thing: for like every Bruno appearance, Daniel Scherstrom, the guy who helped develop the character and wrote a lot of his material,
was he the guy on the 80th podcast?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He was also the one who read the Thomas and Bruno book for the Storytime episode. He said he was for some reason not approached to help with the Christmas special, which is why Bruno's portrayal in that is a bit weak because not all the.
Portrayal. My bad.
You know,
let's be honest. Yeah, go on. Sorry, Jerome. Sorry. Go on. No, you go on.
Just saying, German person pronunciation is a bit fucked.
Yes, no, that's on me. My bad.
Yeah.
You think your German is bad? What about my Norwegian? I had so many Norwegians telling me my Norwegian was terrible. Sorry, go on. Farewell for now. Jerome, are you dead?
No, but what were you going to say, Adam?
What was I going to say? I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, I was going to ask. What did you think of the Christmas Letter Express? Because I was not a fan of that one, to be honest. Because we're just sort of chasing after a letter, and I'm like, why? Just get to the point.
To me, I definitely do think it's padded in places, but I do think it has the heart to make it an enjoyable watch because, like, you have like the Sandy and Carly subplot, which is like very cute, and if I remember, it's like based off that or like story of a couple who were trying to get each other gifts, like in secret. I forgot what it was called.
It's actually the Big Bang Theory, isn't it?
I don't remember what the story was called, but I'll probably look it up. And like I love the last 10 minutes of that special are like perfect in my opinion. It's like perfect as in like an enjoyable watch, that kind of stuff. That's kind of the thing with the All Engines Go specials. They all do something very different, but in a way where it's like maybe you could have done that better because
there's a whole special dedicated to Bubbles.
Like I'm gonna like I think it like this. A Race for the Soda Cup is the closest to like a traditional Thomas special, very traditional setup and how it plays out. Then you have like the Mystery of Lookout Mountain, which is a mystery special, so it has like a lot of searching for clues. Then you have Christmas Letter Express, which is very much it's kind of like a lot of other Christmas specials where just like characters being like in a Christmas setting. And then you just have Soda Sings Together, which I have no idea what the hell that was about.
No, I have seen that special, and it does feel very drawn out for the sake of drawn out.
I wouldn't even say it feels drawn out. It's so unfocused. Like you keep cutting from like Thomas to Nia to it really does feel like a special that was written. Sorry.
It feels
no. I was just going to ask. Was that written with being the finale in mind?
From what I understand, not, because it was seemingly written sometime in 2023 before the decision was that All Engines Go would end. But then the head writer left around that. Say, Goon, some truck. What are you doing?
I think Barney's talking. Hang on.
Oh, okay. So
okay, I've just muted him for a minute there, just to see if
that was unnecessary.
So at least from what I understand, none of season 4 and Sings Together was written as the final season in mind, because typically for a show, you don't write the last season you were picked up for as like a final season, because you never know if you will actually get greenlit for another batch or not. Which is kind of why, for example, season 24 also doesn't feel like a final season because at the time they thought they would maybe get another season. And
granted, this is all in retrospect. I think Royal Engine works as an ending, but knowing that there was meant to be more, I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, no, I can see.
And like with All Engine Skill season 4, it's kind of the same thing. They wrote that just knowing that was the last season they were picked up for at the time. No, not knowing if there would be more or not, because getting renewed is always like, especially in today's entertainment industry, it's always a 50-50. Yeah, it does kind of suck, doesn't it?
Sparkle,
Yeah.
sparkle, sparkle.
Hang on a pissing moment.
Thank you very much, Case.
That's not all.
Well, ha-
Enough of this. All engines go talk.
Hi,
No,
Will.
no,
No, let's continue the all engines go talk. There's no reason.
no,
to
no.
delay the
Let's
conversation, right, Will?
let's keep going.
Nah, I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
It's fine. It's fine.
No,
That's-
actually don't
Are
mind.
you though? Are you
No,
though?
I actually don't mind.
I'm
I am
gonna-
actually interested. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Bruno in the reboot. To be fair, because it's going to be so interesting.
I am a bit scared personally.
No,
Because-
I understand that fear because a lot of his a lot of the ways
Stimming.
that his autism is represented aren't real, or stimming can't really be represented in traditional Thomas.
And
Yeah,
it's also
yeah.
and it's also the person who was Daniel Shellstrom, Bruno's main consultant. He has stated that he has not been approached to consult for Bruno again. Now, of course,
Oh,
now,
okay.
now, of course, you could argue he's under NDA, but knowing Daniel, he would have teased his involvement. So Bruno
Yeah.
is very. So either they've hired a new consultant, or there is no consultant at all.
Well, I was going to say they could have always hired a new one, but I guess we'll just wait and see. Just because I'm excited to see what he's going to be like. I'm excited to see what he's going to be like in a realistic setting. Thank God,
What I am interested in is, will they do something with him and Toad? Because that's something.
I was curious about that.
Because pairing him up with Toad, that seems like kind of a no shit choice if you do have Toad in your series. Like, I could imagine if Oliver and Toad had showed up in All Engines Go, they would have 100% done at least an interaction between Bruno and Toad.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bradford was a wasted concept as well. He was really fun.
No,
I wish he
no,
was
genuinely, I feel like what they could do with this reboot is they could have like Toad and Bruno have like a mentor student relationship. So,
Right, you know what? Can I say
Toad. No, you can't.
Okay.
Toad's like the mentor, and then Bruno's like the new trainee. But yeah, no, you're wrong.
No. I agree with that, but actually, no. Bradford and Bruno, as Bradford being the sort of the kind like old grandpa figure.
What do you mean, Bradford being the kind? Bradford's a drill sergeant.
Yeah, no, but like
Bradford
you know,
would throw him in the cooler for subordination.
Oh god.
Exactly.
no, but like Bradford being the protective, like Bruno's like bodyguard.
So basically, he's like the sergeant driller thing, but when it comes to Bruno, he's actually a softie.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
yeah.
my special boy, Bruno.
Yeah, that's it. See, you're getting it. Now you're getting
You're my special little pog champ, Bruno.
it.
My little goober.
Ah, Bruno,
that would-
you're my
I mean,
little Goonson break man.
Oh no.
I mean, that would be funny.
No, but I think that would be great. I think that is I think that's what they should do. Because I think Toad is already Toad's fine, but he's not like
Toad's good
I
enough
don't think
already.
Toad being a mentor, to be honest. I like Toad.
Toad is the best.
Toad is good. Toad is great, but I think Bradford and Bruno would be a better pairing.
Busy going backwards is peak cinema.
It is. I'm a big thinker.
Somebody's
I mean,
typing very hard.
That was me. Sorry.
You're fine.
But like, yeah, like Bruno and Bradford, they'd be good. But like, yeah, I'm just so interested to see him in a realistic setting, and I'm looking forward to it. Or semi-realistic. Like, it's not going to be like fantastic, but it'll be somewhat, you know. But yeah, I mean, they, you know. I wonder if they're gonna add Bruno to like Wanted Sodor in the future.
I don't know why, but I'd be surprised by that.
So Spencer, are we going to run out of fuel at some point?
What do you mean?
Because of all the protests.
Oh well, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what's going to happen, bro.
Have you bought a new car yet, or?
No, I haven't. I still need to scrap my old one.
You need to
Okay.
scrap these for
Of course, we've talked about with Bruno, like how we wonder how he will be portrayed. I'm just wondering, will we get an autistic person again to voice him?
I would like that. I think that would be
Yeah.
a good move.
Or at least not just a consultant.
Because I have actually talked with some people, and
talk.
you know,
Walked.
my fucking pronunciation is all over the place
that well.
sometimes.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good.
Because the whole thing with Bruno's, like the way he spoke in All Engines Go, that was just his actor's like natural speaking voice. So Bruno doesn't really have a like set in stone way he should like sound. It's not like with the other Thomas characters where you're like always expecting them to have like Gordon should have a deep, boastful voice, or like James is loud and vain and all that. Bruno can basically sound however you want as long as you're not like doing a stereotypical way of how an autistic person should sound.
Yeah, me, don't take the piss.
Trust me, I've seen piss poor portrayals.
The good.
Yeah,
What about that good doctor?
I was just going to point that out.
Oh
I
god,
was
there's gonna be a scene where
thinking
Bruno
the same.
repeats over and over again, "I'm a brake van."
Oh god, that's terrible.
Theo is an interesting. Theo is an interesting.
No, I believe what
case.
I'm confused. Was Theo ever meant to be? Because I remember there was a lot of talk about him being on the spectrum at the time.
I can tell you about that very quickly. So Theo was autistic, but then at some point they were like, oh, well, he's an experimental engine. Maybe that's not the best representation for him. So they saved it for another character. But they did want to add an autistic character, and eventually that would become Bruno.
Well, they didn't. Hang on. They didn't save it for another character, unless you mean Bruno.
I just said.
That's literally what he just said.
Because there is the thing that a handful of people who were working on the CGI series from Mattel specifically were also on All Engines Go, most notably Christopher Keenan, the guy who I have no idea how to feel about him.
He was the one who greenlit it.
He was, well, yeah, but Christopher Keenan is an interesting fellow because you can kind of attribute a lot of the things going wrong with Thomas kind of back to him.
Not just Thomas. All the Mattel shows were having problems because of Christopher Keenan.
It's not even the fact that he was like a bad person or producer. It's just he clearly had a very different understanding of what these shows should do.
Or perhaps a lack of understanding, because the problem with like Ian and Christopher was like Ian understood Thomas, but Christopher didn't. And because he was like the executive producer, there was a lot of like problems where like Ian have an idea, but Christopher's more like, you know, he was in charge, so what he said kind of went, if you know what I mean. So
which I feel like is also notable because when Christopher Keenan left Mattel in like mid 2023, and what happened in 2023, that's when they decided to end All Engines Go after he left.
I wonder why.
Because it was a shit idea.
I really do want to know what was going on behind the scenes in like 2023, because wasn't just with Christopher Keenan. Literally everything that All Engines Go had built up to for like late 2021 and 2022 just fell apart that year.
Nah. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because All Engines Go was going to end anyway, wasn't it? It wasn't the studio collapsing that did it. Or was
Well,
it?
technically, yes. It was like at some point in 2023, probably after Christopher left, it was decided by the people at Mattel that season 4 would be the last. But of course, they didn't tell the crew, who were just continuing doing their thing.
I
Which
am
also,
curious.
the same thing happened with CGI Thomas as well when that ended. They didn't. I don't think they told them.
I was just
Yeah,
going to say, I'm curious if they.
By the way,
I'm
you're all fired.
I'm curious if the business thinking was they green light seasons 3 and 4 of All Engines Go, so that way there's something for the brand coming out. But then we've got this new reboot that we're actually putting our efforts into.
Well, you have to remember, season 3 and 4 were greenlit in 2022 before any of the 2026 show was even drawn up for.
It's so
Okay,
yeah, interesting.
Okay, no, because I'm curious when because I believe somebody who worked on it said that they've been working on it for 2 years, which would have been around the time that All Engines. And now I'm going from the Tug video. Apparently, that would have been around the time that All Engines Go season 2 was airing.
Well, here's the thing: Tug technically got it wrong there because the reference point he was using was the main wiki. And the problem with the main wiki is they list All Engines Go.
It's got so much misinformation.
Well, for example, with All Engines Go, it wasn't technically misinformation. But the thing is, the main wiki uses All Engines Go's UK release as a reference point for like when the shows began and ended. And the thing And the thing with season 2 was they held off airing a couple of episodes from the second season so they could schedule them for the holidays that were in the season. Like, they had 2 Valentine's Day episodes and 2 Christmas episodes. They scheduled. They moved those. I heard a train whistle. They moved.
I'm going to have to get food now, so I'm going to have to go. But I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Okay, no, see you.
Okay, so they moved those episodes around so they could premiere them at a later date. And because of that, season 2 of All Engines Go didn't finish airing till early 2024. But by that point, it had finished airing in the US, Australia, and I think Latin American regions.
Oh, okay. No, that's curious now. No, because actually, then question on the wiki: do they say that All Engines Go started by the UK date or by the original Mexican airing that we got?
What?
You know the way that All Engines Go started airing in Mexico originally.
Yes,
that's where we. Yes. Do they have that as the start date, or do they have the UK start premiere date as the start date?
It's the US date on the main on the All Engines Go wiki.
Okay. Well, that's curious.
Yeah, it's a bit messy. But yeah, Tug technically said misinformation.
Who cares?
Tug lied to me.
Well,
I thought he was the gospel.
I mean, he didn't lie. He was using the wrong reference point because, yeah, the way the main Thomas wiki lists All Engines Go stuff is a bit messy because it was using the UK airings.
I told you, real Phil Ronnie, the reason that there are no humans in construction site is because it's set in the same universe as the Terminator films, and the machines overrose the humans.
Excellent, Barney. Is this what you've been? Is this what you've been talking about in the chat?
I said it like once about half an hour ago. But...
Yeah, but can I say Jack in the Pack is so cool?
Well, we already talked about the Jack in the Pack Council spin-off, so
Wait,
stop.
did you?
No,
was it
I'm
here?
joking. I'm joking. Well, no, we were talking about how they were going to bring it back for CGI, but then apparently they cancelled it because of Bob the Builder again.
Is that common knowledge?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well, it was
yeah.
said on.
It was on Twitter, wasn't it?
Yes.
I see. Yeah.
Twitter, the source of all facts.
Nobody would ever lie on there.
Did you hear?
That's some very vigorous typing.
Sorry. Did
Yes,
you hear
sorry.
that-
No,
did
you're
you
fine.
hear that- Did you hear that Joe Matheson beat out a lot of big name actors to play Diesel 10? Apparently.
Oh yeah.
I really want to know who auditioned for Diesel 10. I'm so interested.
No, that is interesting. Anyway, gentlemen, I can't believe this has happened. I have been making my faces with this clay for 5 years, and I have finally reached a point, and I've never run out. I have run out.
Oh,
For the first time in 5 years, I have run out of clay.
Like same bag of clay or what?
What?
Same bag or different bag or what?
No, different bags. But I've always restocked beforehand.
if it was the
I-
same
I
bag,
will-
it would be unfortunate if they stopped producing that type of clay.
Yeah. Well, no, I've used different types of clay before, but no, they haven't been as good. For example, actually, where is the building? I don't know where. Where's the building, Barney? Where did you put it?
I left it outside for the milkman.
No, Barney. Why would you do that?
I'm sorry. And Josh has just said that Jack Black should have played Diesel 10, and I agree. Diesel 10 needed a Tenacious D musical number.
Exactly. Because it's the best song in the world. We've talked a lot about music on this stream.
Diesel 10 sings like a Peaches parody.
Oh my god.
Lady, 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 lady.
Lady, ow, ow, yeah, ow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I think Chris Pratt should play it.
I just want Chris. Listen, I just want to live in the world where Chris Pratt plays every celebrity voice ever. That's all I want.
No, have you heard the very well known? Have you heard the very well known?
We're going down storage for a pint.
Okay.
Anyways, are you alright?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Right. We'll just lock the front door now. We'll just keep it out.
I was gonna say you're still. It's up to us to entertain the street.
Yay.
I saw him. I saw him. You switched your camera on too quick. I saw him. He was there.
That's my father.
I know it is.
Not big.
He's been on. He's made guest appearances before in the background.
It's true.
That was your brother-in-law.
They're not married.
Oh, so was your. Well, you get my point.
What does that make him then? My boyfriend-in-law?
Whoa. Whoa.
Hang on. That's not how it works. My brother's wife is not my wife-in-law.
What is it? What is he? A half sibling-in-law?
Something like that.
Anyway, gentlemen, we've now used we've used the last of the clay. I can't believe this happened.
My God.
5 years.
I was gonna say something and now I can't remember. It was going to be something about probably the Railway series.
Ew.
I was expecting Dante to be on, so that way he could talk about meeting Christopher.
Nah, he's probably still out.
Oh yeah, he said he was going to join as soon as possible, and he hasn't.
Yeah, no, he said that in the chat.
So I
Is it?
guess it's not soon enough yet.
Yeah, no, it's coming up to half 8. I will say I do think this has been a successful stream.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm about to break some rules.
No.
okay, well, I know what to do then.
Eliminate.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, Dante's nearly home.
Yeah.
Spencer's like, I am God.
Oh yeah, mate.
No, Spencer, you do the Kane bit. Well,
I am Spencer!
oh, I've got to do that now. I'm gonna recreate that. Have you seen the meme on Instagram, Spencer?
Oh no! I've seen a lot of different ones.
Yeah. There's loads of different ones.
There's a lot of bad ones.
Oh, there is a lot of bad ones. I really want to do that with. I really want to do that there with you, Spencer.
Oh, Jerome, the post about the Wonders of Sodor stuff. It's at 68 likes.
What post about Wonders of Sodor?
So close to that magical number.
Do you want to know something? It actually no. It actually is at one of those numbers, but I decided to say the wrong number on purpose, just so that way there wouldn't be jokes.
It's actually at 65 likes.
If I made a Thomas movie, it would be aimed at Gen Z. Why the hell would you? Okay.
Oh yeah, but that's the rage beta. We don't listen to the rage beta.
Anyway, gentlemen, since we are out of clay, it's time to paint.
Painting time.
So, welcome to Arts and Crafts with Spencer Branrig.
Oh, Bross is back. The joy of paint.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't I doing that last stream?
I don't know. I wasn't on that one.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I thought I did something. Okay, well, no. Now we're. Okay, well, no. We're going to be doing Spencer Ross.
By the way, just saying, in terms of Wonders of Sodor, I might have something very special planned, and Spencer already knows what it is.
Yes, no, I know what it is. No, Will, Will, it is not interrupting what you're doing.
Good, thank you.
It's not a review or anything. I figured out there is a story that deserves to be done justice in the game, and I figured I can maybe actually pull it off.
Also, even if it did interrupt the thing that Will's doing, I feel like it's fair game until whoever makes the first.
Yeah, it's fair game, and yeah.
No. To be fair, if it's like an adaptation or something, then that's fine.
It is an adaptation, but
Okay,
no. Sorry, now I'm just pointing this out. No, Josh, because I'm a 23-year-old man. I am not the target audience for Thomas the Tank Engine. I still find enjoyment in it, but I am not the target audience.
Yeah, why would you make
It's just a regular episode of Bwabba, but when Thomas speaks to the audience, he says, "That's right, Spencer. I mean you."
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. No.
It's an average episode of Thomas, but everyone is Irish.
No. It's the at the ending of the big world episodes where Thomas is just like, "See you next time." He's just like, "See you next time, Spencer."
Yeah.
That sounds like a threat.
Exactly.
You better keep watching, Spencer, otherwise I'm paying your family a visit.
You better watch out, Spencer, or else I'll drag them to my All Engines Go universe.
No.
I mean, realistically, living there would probably be very fun.
I'd kill
Would
this immediately.
I mean, I don't know. You're surrounded by trains doing silly things.
I would genuinely.
To be fair, I imagine the safety there would be amazing because the engines, we don't know what they're made of in that universe, but they just bounce right off you. I could get hit by Thomas at full speed, and I would probably survive.
Yeah,
Well,
but it probably still hurt.
They are still made of metal, Spencer, just very flexible metal.
Like aluminium.
But no, Jerome, do you want to talk more about your Wonders of Sodor thing?
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
wouldn't say that thing.
I'm not gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. There is
Go on.
one story, as we all know, Emily and the Express got cut short in the final game,
Indeed, it did.
and we have all the voice lines for it. And I kind of figured while I was replaying the story scenario yesterday, I could probably do a proper full-on adaptation of the story within Wonders of Sodor by just glitching the game. For example, today I was just filming doing a bunch of B-roll stuff, and I realized I could film the scene with Emily and Topham by glitching out of the story scenario and just roaming the map freely. Because Topham is already set up at Knapford, so I was actually, I'm going to share this just for an example. VLC Media Player, where is it? Also just saying, I do have more trains videos planned. There is one filmed that is currently in review process.
Oh.
While Jerome's getting up his footage, do you want to talk about your thing, Will?
I'm starting a series. I'm actually doing videos.
After 3 years of retirement, he's finally making a comeback.
Yeah, but yeah.
Compared to my 2 years of retirement.
Okay, so I'm gonna show the footage now. Where is it? Here we go. I mean, this is a story we're familiar with, so and it's just essentially my take on the stuff we see in the game.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you've actually beat me to it, Jerome, because I've actually, I'll just say it now, but I've taken the script that we have for it and I've rewritten it to make it more classic-esque or more on how I'd write a story, and I do plan to adapt it at some point. But no, I'm glad I'm not the only one adapting the story. I'm glad that other people are doing it.
Okay, so I think you need to screen share what I'm doing. I mean,
do I need to add it? Hang on, give me a second.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay, so this is a piece of footage I recorded. As you can see, there's none of that like stop here stuff. That's because I glitched out of the game, and now I just had Topham standing there, so I could just film Emily approaching him without getting locked into a cutscene.
Oh, can you film Topham? Can you film Topham just at Knapford? Like just
basically what I did, Will, I didn't set any of this up. It's the story scenario. But what I did was, the whole overrunning a red signal thing and then getting locked out, right?
Yeah.
What I did was I did the glitch where you open the photo mode and then close out of it, and then it just overwrites the failsafe.
Right.
And then when I did that, it disabled all the story beats.
My God.
So I could stop Emily here, and Topham was just standing there.
Oh.
And then I could film him, and then I could film him like as if I had placed him here.
That could be useful knowledge for me.
And for example, it also meant I could do shots like this, which is not something you see in the game.
No, yeah.
And the way I'm planning on doing it, because I can do this and basically lock myself out, so Topham's just standing there, I could theoretically record footage of Topham in this scenario and then composite it onto new footage, so I can at least put him in scenes where I would need him to.
Yeah, that was my issue with what I'm doing currently, is basically just I show Topham as little as possible, because it's either just a PNG on a video which looks pretty shit, or it's just a cutscene. It's just the cutscene before the box, before like the voice before like the box of text.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah.
Of course, this only really works if the character is in a position where you can use them. Like this is like a little workaround for certain scenarios, but don't take this as a we can use this to do like big human stuff. No, it's only useful. I'll be back in a second.
I imagine it's only useful for like very specific scenes.
Yeah, I imagine, yeah. I've been trying to edit. So I had my video was rendering all night last night and it didn't do it. So so yeah, I'm currently struggling with that. I stayed up for longer than I should have done.
A major bummer, man.
I should probably not.
Did I hear Dante's voice?
You did, but it's not Dante. It's yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I can't do it in. I can't render the video in 4K.
And anyway, now we're just gonna lightly tap the brush strokes off the wall. You can hear that slight wetness noise.
I didn't.
Yummy,
want
yummy. Spencer ASMR.
Hello and welcome to Spencer Bramwick ASMR. Today we're going to be painting a shed. We're just gonna hit the brush off the paint pot.
I've started rendering
And then we're just
again, so we'll see.
gonna
Couldn't have put it better myself.
Yes, but no, check out Will's channel because, well, I think I've got more subs than him now. But check out Will's channel. Check out what's your channel? Will, shout out your channel name. I've forgotten it.
I think it's just Will Thomas.
Might be a difficult search.
Yeah. Let me put it in the chat. For the two people that are watching.
Oh, I thought it was more. We consistently had like 8 or 6 or 8 from the majority of it.
Maybe it was because Adam was here.
No,
it was even before Adam showed up.
No, was it? I do hope that.
But believe it or not, Will, I do actually have my own fan base. I don't just piggyback off of Adam.
Get owned, son.
Anyway, we have now painted one wall of the sheds.
Hell yeah.
Now we're going to flip it around and we're going to paint the other side.
It is Will Thomas, but it's at Will Thomas 199, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. To me, at least. And let's hope that video does well.
I hope so, because it's going to be the first story recorded.
Do you have the thumbnail already?
I don't. I need to. I need to do that. I think I put it in the chat.
Send me some screen caps and I can make one for you tonight because, well, I finished my college work for the day.
Thank you. I will do that. Because that will be very handy. I want it out tomorrow if I can.
Well, no, send me some screen caps and I'll put together a thumbnail.
The stream is truly popping off.
Exactly. Oh, we're up 1 viewer, lads.
Well,
How many views is that?
Okay, our last comment was 8 minutes ago, and it says, "So I guess Will Thomas thinks I'm a rage baiter."
Oh yeah, I ignore him now because of that. Yes, he is rage baiting.
I'm surprised you joined the stream, Will, since you openly voice your disdain for them. It's just us having our chats, but public.
Yeah, I.
He joined the last one and was actually quite pleasant.
Are you saying the stream was pleasant or I was pleasant?
We're just gone there.
I assume the latter. That's why he said he. not
Oh,
me.
did you?
Sorry, gentlemen, what did you say? My father was just talking to me briefly.
I don't know.
Oh, we were just discussing that. Even though Will is quite disdainful of these streams, I thought it was surprising that he joined.
Well, no, he was quite pleasant on the last one.
We shall see. Because I enjoy talking, but I just have to.
But you disapprove of the public angle.
Yeah, that's it.
Then why be here?
Because
What are your guys' favorite? We
Because
kind
I
of
don't
already
get-
answered this earlier.
I don't get to check what
Oh, so we've done this, man. We've done this.
George Harrison, Traveling Wilburys.
So Will just likes the Beatles.
Exactly. Exactly. The only new bit of knowledge that we have, which we have known for some time.
Okay, so now I am back. As I was
Woohoo.
saying before I left, this is something like the whole filming the human characters and then compositing them. That's only really ideal if you only need one human on screen. Like, for example, the trains video I worked on that's currently in review process, that has so many human interactions that doing it in like Wonders of Sodor would be straight up impossible.
Yeah, I would. That's the one big thing I would. Well, like out of like, it's like number 5 on what I wish for. But like my 5th thing that I wish for is like, for Topham and humans to be playable, not playable, but have them be
You can move them.
placeable times.
Yeah, have them be like people that you can place down to create like custom scenarios, because
Yeah.
even though I will say their Topham looks so weird.
I've gotten used to it. It was weird. But...
No, I've gotten used to him after the West Somerset days.
Like the best way I mean, granted, this is probably the best you can make a realistic Topham look. So it's just so funny though that the first time we see Topham in 3D since the CGI series ended, and it looks like this.
He still unsettles me.
He looks a bit like me. Oh, gentlemen, guess who's finally decided to show up?
Oh,
the Cookie Monster.
Good morning, everyone.
what the?
But it was not the morning.
Dante, it is not the morning. It is 20 to 9 p.m. in the evening.
Oh God, it is.
Who's to say I'm not in Australia?
So yeah,
You're not Barney.
So yeah,
Barney is also there.
So yeah, expect a possible proper Emily and the Express adaptation within Wonders of Sodor very soon.
Look forward to it.
Coming soon.
You see,
Coming
that-
soon with narrate. I hope. No, I'm just gonna joke. I better be in the credits, but I'm just like, no.
You see, the thing with filming in Wonders of Sodor is it's both easier and more difficult in trains, because the fact that the eyes and faces are animated means you don't have to do anything to make the scene look alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't control it yourself.
True,
can-
but They
You can't
do have
control which ways the eyes move.
you can't control that, but all the engines do have a command that you can make them look at a character.
Yeah.
So that is useful. But at the same time, it's more frustrating because if you have a bad take of a shot, you have to reverse the engine all the way back and hope it gains enough speed.
Yeah.
Because the way I did it when filming Emily and the Express, like the filming is not done, but I filmed the entire climax. The way I did it, I failed the checkpoints over and over again.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a pain to fill for my story that I did. It's been a bit of a pain to do. But
The thing is, it's both very fun to do because it's a challenge, but at the same time, it makes you miss the kind of stuff you could do in trains.
I say I never had trains, so
I mean,
So-
in the more recent versions of trains, it is very film friendly, but at the same time, it's trains, and trains has its own issues.
yeah.
And I say this as someone who's been playing trains for 14 years.
That's a lot of trains.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel like if I manage to pull this off, it will be a very fun video.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Oh yeah, and another thing that's a big positive and negative with Wonders of Sodor is because it's a realistic simulator, you can do a lot more realistic movements, like you can have an engine struggle to set off with a heavy
Yeah.
train a lot easier, but at the same time, stopping an engine and again doing a retake is borderline impossible unless you have a lot of patience.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Like I'm just saying, you know how I did Clarabelle's New Friend, that magazine story.
Yeah.
The montage.
Oh yeah,
I
Clarabelle's new friend.
The montage I filmed of Thomas traveling with the coach and Clarabelle, that took like, I feel like 20 seconds of that montage took me like 40 minutes to film.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God. Oh
Same.
lord.
I've been the exact same. I've got like over. I was going to include
This
it
is-
at the end. Expenses.
This is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you use diecast.
No, but I took Spencer's advice because originally I had loads of B-roll and I was going to just put some of it at the end of the video, but I'm just going to make it a separate video after the fact. I think.
You know, it's a fun challenge, and that is kind of the fun of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, it's just that Wonders of Sodor is probably the closest you can get to actually matching the CGI series without making everything yourself.
Mainland Studios finally has some competition. Or sorry, Marvelous Mainland now. He's got some competition now when it comes to CGI content.
To be fair, I don't class mine as CGI content because I don't write in a CGI style. I write in and usually I write in railway series, but for Wonders of Sodor specifically, I just write in whatever. I don't. It's just my own style.
Yes, but Will, you're using the CGI models. So
Yeah,
technically,
yeah.
is that not CGI content? And technically, this game is made with CG.
Oh well, yeah. If you put it like that, I suppose.
Yes. So
But-
technically, you were making CG content.
I prefer to think of it as my own sort of style.
Oh, we're up to. We've just skyrocketed to 7 viewers.
My God.
I rocketed. Oh yeah.
We've rail rocketed. Remember that episode?
No, what's the episode? Is that the
Rail-
Superhero James one?
Yes.
Ah, I see.
I've just reminded my. It's just triggered in my brain that they made a toy of that.
Did they? Good for them. I'm sure they made lots.
I don't think they did. Dante, do you know anything about these toys?
I mean, I know for a fact that they were on shelves for a very, very long time. and then ended
Okay.
up in TK Maxx.
No, did they rival Noor Jahan and Rajiv?
No, those were unbeatable in terms of not selling. Those are still, you can still find them in places. I'm convinced that you can. Like, they're just everywhere.
No, because when you and me and the other Will went to Entertainers last year, we found some.
Yeah.
Do you think those are the biggest peg theaters in the UK?
I do think they are. I don't think anything
Okay.
sold as badly as Rajiv and Noor Jahan.
No, you see, what's weird about that is that those two, well, at least to me, those are the more desirable ones because those two have brand new molding.
Yeah. And like, you'd think that they'd sell better than like how on earth did the Secret Agent Thomas sell more than Noor Jahan and Rajiv?
No, actually, at the shop I did work at at a toy shop I did work experience at, you can still buy 2019 Push Along in the 2019 packaging.
Oh.
And
Special Agent Thomas is there.
Can I say I
Oh.
don't normally agree with Josh Productions, but I do agree with him on this point that he's just put in the chat.
Well, no. In some cases I can see it, but I do think there is something about. I do think each of them do their own thing that you can kind of tell. Okay, this was done by them. I mean, at a glance, I get it, but no, I think when you look at the little details, there are differences.
Yeah, the little details. If you're just an overview.
No, but even then, I feel at least in terms of general direction style, I feel like there's a good bit of difference between the three. See, I feel like Mainland often goes for like the big open, grander camera angles, whereas the other two typically stay more to the ground.
I don't watch a lot of CGI fan content, so to be fair,
Well,
to
you
me,
should. Well, you should change. You should change that.
I don't want to change that.
Well, then you're the problem.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you know that today I met a man?
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell the story of how you met Christopher?
Yes. Well, oh my god, my dog has just walked into my room.
This is game changing.
This is game changing, everybody.
Rocco, I need you to go.
Be gone.
Rocco, Dante's talking to the people.
I want Rocco.
You despicable pervert.
I have
Tell us all
returned.
about
Okay. Here, let me turn on my camera.
Oh.
Yes, show us that. Actually, hang on. If I can I make this?
Oh, you've.
Show us that ciggy, and I don't mean cigarette, I mean signature.
Right. So,
Hang on, Dante.
show off. Oh,
Dante, I'm trying to
am
poke
I-
you in the head.
okay.
You're just poking Jerome.
No. Yeah.
You're not poking anyone now.
Why are
Other
you
side, if you want to poke Will.
You're making the noise of the peanut butter baby.
Ah! Ah!
Does that feel good?
Barney, do you want to
right.
poke anyone?
I can't really reach anybody apart from Will and Jerome. I'll do my best.
Actually, hang on. I can see. Yeah, no, I can switch us.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Actually, hang on. We're all poking it.
This is like that when a bunch of singers did "We Are the Champions" and Usher thought he was going to be in the middle, but they like put him to the side, so he's just awkward at the side, going like.
I understood
Really
that
awful.
reference.
It's a funny digital circus toy that I'm putting in my server for those interested.
I'm just randomly switching people around now.
Right. Does anyone want to see and hear what occurred It's the
Sure.
Swan Age Railway.
Yes.
How old was the swan?
I don't know.
84.
84.
Oh,
What? Are you okay? You
Barney
made a
punched me.
movement and noise.
You went the
Oh,
wrong
God.
way.
Yeah, no, I know. I went the. He punched
well.
me in reverse.
Yeah. That's
You
a power
are
here.
wrong.
Anyway, filibuster.
Wilbert.
There it is. He gives you his best wishes.
Hooray. And
Oh,
I've got another
hooray.
person's book here. Someone that couldn't make it to this special event.
Me.
Wow. It's Bon. Yes. I shall
It's
be
cute.
returning this to Will in due course, unless he behaves himself. So
Unless
if
he
he's naughty, he's not
unless
getting
he
this book.
Unless he misbehaves.
Unless he misbehaves, he's not getting this book back.
Guys.
Now, here's a question: how much is that book worth?
Well,
Oh,
it's Thomas and his
that-
friend, and with Christopher Archer's
It's-
signature.
No, but
No,
it
that's
also
what I mean.
says-
That's-
It also says it's also dedicated to Will.
Yeah, but it
You
has
need to
his
find a
signature.
very rich Thomas fan that's also called Will.
Yeah, but people would pay like. I bet it'd go for like.
I mean, other
Well-
Will might be willing to. I mean, other Will might be able to waste his money on it.
Let's see. I'm just gonna search Thomas and his friends.
I believe it's like 400 and
Yeah.
something.
Oh my god.
So with it being signed, even if it is signed to someone, with it being signed, it's going to be like add an extra
500.
200 quid.
No, I don't think it'll be 200. His signature isn't that rare.
Yeah, no. The signature.
come on.
I'd say you could easily put an extra 50, maybe 100 at a push.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting an extra 200 for a signature,
Oh, I
and then
think
taking into account the signatures to someone who isn't them.
Yeah, exactly.
that,
I also
I
got
would-
one
I
more
would
thing.
never- I would never sell it in like unless I'm like, I'd give it to like, I'd give it like if I'm old and about to die, I'd give it to someone to sell.
Oh, thanks.
No, you see, I've actually realized. Now, granted, it's not that big, but I own a prop.
Okay,
What
yeah, not-
happens to that when I'm in the ground?
We'll
I have to
bury you.
consider that now.
They
You don't-
put it
well-
into the ground with you.
We'll make.
No,
an ex-
you see,
we'll
ideally,
make
I
an
would like that.
coffee for it and
but
have it buried next to you.
No, ideally, I would like that. But at the same
Danny.
time, I'm just like, no, I want. Grant, I know I don't own a big prop. I know it's just a random civilian that was in a few episodes that nobody likes. But I would like it to be preserved after I'm gone in some way.
Guys, can I just say I'm searching Thomas and his friends on just shopping on Google, and there's nothing coming up. There's none of this book for sale. That's how rare it is.
Wow.
So the book doesn't exist.
Sure.
It's not real. I also got this because obviously. But
I don't
also
know what
here's an
this-
interesting thing.
I'm not.
Wait, did you buy that at the event, or did you
Yeah, at the event. Yeah. I
Wait,
bought it.
what is
Okay.
it? Sorry.
Reading
It's
between the lines.
yeah.
I
But
thought you
here's an
wanted.
interesting thing I bought. Okay, I bought this, and you're probably wondering why did I buy this? It's just a border book from 2001. The thing about this is this is from Christopher Audrey's personal collection.
Wait, what the
Oh, is
fuck?
it?
They were selling that? What?
At
What?
the table, they had a bunch of Thomas books, like random Thomas books, and you're like, why have they got random Thomas books here? Turns out, as I was told by the person who was like, part of the publishing team, Christopher got sent books all the time. Like every time one new was published,
Oh,
we sent a copy.
okay.
And so he had basically just like a box full of books that he's never read, but was given. And so they were selling all of them for £1.50 each.
So what? And what did you get me one?
That's real. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
So I own a book that has been owned and held by Christopher Audrey.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool.
What I
That
would-
is cool.
Oh, I wanted. I hope you bought one for me.
Oh well, Will, no.
What? No.
You should have
Yeah.
told him.
Well, I didn't know, did I?
Well, then,
neither did I
neither did he.
Yeah.
Yeah. but-
Oh, hang on. Is Will misbehaving again? I know what I better do.
He is banned.
I guess he's not getting his copy of Thomas and his friends again.
That's
Also, you'll like this, Spencer. At a completely unrelated table selling model trains, they had an entire box of just bagged 2013 Thomases for £4 each.
you kidding?
Surprisingly, I have experienced that as well.
Yeah, there's just a box of these for some reason. I bought one.
I've had a similar experience at a second-hand show where someone just had like 4 or 5 new, like, not like in bags 2013 Thomases.
Mm. Also, I got a wagon, but no one really cares.
Now, actually, question, Dante, what's the condition of the Thomas? Is it used or is it like brand new?
It's brand new. Like, it's in the bag that it came in, which makes me think this is either part of a promotion or it's from like an X set of some kind.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, could those be from like sets?
Yeah, I think that's entirely possible because they're mint, like unopened. This is not. someone
Yeah, no,
who's
like
resealed the bag.
because I have to clarify. 2013 taken place chip very easily.
Yes, they do, and that's
Yes.
why they are actually. I think people give them too much credit. I think they're actually pretty bad. It's just because it was before the dumb magnet. People go like, "Ooh,
I think in some terms, in some cases, I think in terms of just general design and looks, sometimes they are an improvement, but as a whole, 2010 to 2012 is the best diecast.
peak." I agree with that statement. That statement is Dante approved.
Only thing I would change is that I think, I say this now. I feel like I say there should be more rolling stock in diecast, but they made lots of rolling stock. I just don't think they were very good at getting it out there that much.
Mm.
Because even with this new line even with this new diecast line that's coming out. Now, I like the fact that they are keeping it to there is one piece of rolling stock every wave. I do like that. But the fact that there's only one per case, I'm not really a fan of. Personally, I would have it be 2, maybe even 3 to push.
Yeah. Wow.
Wowee.
Oh yeah, speaking of the new merch, it's starting to trickle out into the States properly now.
We're gonna get new toys.
No,
I'm gonna buy that with Thomas.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say I want the big whistle Thomas because that's going to be my new close-up Thomas. And to be honest, I'm tempted. Hear me out. I'm tempted to get 2. Now, the only reason I say that is because I want to get one that I properly modify into be like a proper usable close-up Thomas.
Mm.
And then the second one I just want to put on a shelf, and he just sits there and looks pretty.
Yes, and gets covered in dust.
Exactly. No, I will say I thought there were electronics in this Thomas. I think I may have got confused with the talking one that's coming out.
Can I just say about that whole like how it doesn't use an electronic and it uses like an actual like kind of whistle mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Can I just say in the day and age of like so many toys having so many like gimmicky stuff, it's really nice that there is just a toy that rolls and it has a whistle. That's just really nice.
No, I will.
to me.
No, I will say that Thomas does really evoke like I'm gonna say like Tomy vibes from it.
Yeah. It feels like a Tomy product when they just did like basic functions that were mechanical.
Yeah.
You know. It reminds me of that,
because actually they have used that whistle feature in the past. Because I own a big Thomas that actually has that whistle feature when you push down the dome.
Ah, I see.
No, because you know that Thomas that they plagiarized them. You know that Thomas that came with like the yellow truck and like blocks.
Oh, that weird looking one, yeah.
Yeah, yes, no, I have that.
Of course you do.
Hey, it was €1 in a second-hand place. How could I turn it down?
I mean, you could have spent that euro on like food.
Dante, you know Irish food prices. I couldn't buy anything for that.
That is fair. That is not an apt comparison. You could have spent that €1 on me. My rates are very low.
What would I?
In this economy?
In this economy, You can hire me out,
And
and
with
I
the-
will...
with these petrol prices,
You can hire your very own Dante for your birthday.
I do photographs. I do signings. If you pay me more, I might say something.
You get paid for every line.
with these fuel prices, with the fact that you can't even get fuel, you can't even get petrol or diesel in the country at the moment.
Oh heck!
Oh my god!
No, because we're
it's like
protesting. Well, the
Again.
farmers are anyway. And to be fair, I send all my support to them because apparently there was talks about putting the army on them, and I'm just like,
Oh shit!
what do you fucking mean you're putting the army on them?
The people that give us the food.
Yeah.
Can't believe that Ireland's gonna establish a famine against themselves.
We've taken the country hostage.
My God, it's like speed in a country.
Oh, hello, Thomas Williamson. Ah, nice profile picture of Merlin there.
Are you sure it's a profile picture of Merlin? I can't see him.
Oh.
Well, Dante, that wasn't funny.
I never said it was.
He's got... Lads, I think you beat me. He got me.
You've been got.
Yeah, he was a nice guy, but they got him.
I stopped working on the shed like 20 minutes ago.
If you are here
Oh, you
for
finished the
shed,
shed?
shed is no more.
This is why we should. Well, this is why we should- Oh.
because I've done all I can because I ran out of clay.
I assume you need
For
to
the
order
fir-
some more.
Well, no, I'm going to have to go to the shop, but I'm not going to be at the shop for... Actually, I might be in the shop Monday, but I have to save money at the moment because I'm not going to be working for the next few weeks as I finish up my college stuff.
That sounds like a shrewd move to me.
Yes, so no, So anyway, guys, so now is the time to plug my Patreon.
Follow me on
For
my
just-
OnlyFans.
You know, you're only fans. Spencer. You're only fans.
Well, part of me has now. Granted, I don't know if I will go through with this, but given I'm going to be out of college in a month, and at least until I don't know where this graphic design thing's going to go job wise in the country, I might be tempted to try and set up some kind of Patreon or something
Just
for behind the
saying.
scenes content.
Just saying. I just returned. One of the first things I hear is like OnlyFans, and then Spencer talks about I have been considering, and I thought, what the fuck?
Haven't you
Well,
heard
you
about
see,
it?
Jerome.
Spencer.
Well, no, don't you understand? Well, actually, Jerome, OnlyFans wasn't created for that originally. It was created as something like to be something similar to Patreon. It's just that type of content took over.
Well, yeah, I asked about that on a stream once, and we researched it.
Yes,
Will,
it seems he's playing your tunes, Dante.
You've stolen your voice.
playing myself.
Exactly.
Voice snatcher.
So anyway, talking about revenue earnings, gentlemen, I need you to find an hour's worth of my content, and I need you to watch that 4,000 times, please.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm a little busy, but I'll see what I can
Well,
do.
now to be fair, we already have 209 hours. So just make that 300 and make that 3,791 hours.
Oh my God.
Right, fellas, I'm deleting all my Wonders of Zodor footage.
He's going to regret this.
Wait, does this mean you're finally uploading the video?
Yes, it means that it's all ready.
Wait! Hang on! Do you want to premiere it on stream?
No, because I'm I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna upload. It's not. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna upload it and then do it as a premiere tomorrow.
Okay.
Surely you show it to us in private.
I will do later on.
Okay.
But that's
That's a story for another day.
That's a
So-
story for another day. Oh, I have a WhatsApp message.
You
Oh, it's
lucky
nothing
thing.
important.
I may
No.
regret this.
WhatsApp has been WhatsApp gave me a panic attack earlier this week because my college WhatsApp group has been going crazy, and for some reason, whenever I receive a message from it, I go into panic mode.
Panic.
Don't panic.
Hide the buddies, Gromit.
I won't last in prison, Gromit.
They'll put you down. There's no cheese and crackers in prison, Gromit.
Feathers McGraw's in prison, Gromit.
Right.
He's going to mess us up, lad.
Okay,
We need speedberries, boys. We need speedberries.
Speedberries, mate. Oh, that's
And I just got a message from a friend that they've been doing edibles.
Oh,
The engine's on the fat controls already.
Will, stop playing me.
I thought you were going to say stop
there is
playing.
no
with me.
room for identity theft on my railway.
There is no
Every identity theft on my railway.
We still have a railway to run.
No. Well, actually, when did Kerry Shell? Was it season 18 where Kerry Shell stopped doing top?
It was season 18 was his last season.
Okay. Because it's weird how the casts kind of merged together as time went on for CDI.
Apparently, according to someone who did meet Carrie Shale, it was because he sounded too campy as James and Topham.
Oh.
Okay.
Really?
No,
Does
I-
does that fit the
we-
characters in a certain way? Like particularly James.
No, because I will say, while I'm not a fan of the James voice, granted, while I'm not a fan of the James voice itself, I will say it does suit James.
That's a funny.
No, he very much. No, he sounds like CGI Alec Baldwin James. That's what it is.
I mean, to be fair, let's be real. Keith Wickham is a better Topham anyway.
No, I will agree with that. I do. No, you see, I think it's just Kerry Shell's got a lot more memeable moments with his performance.
It's because he plays Topham as like a 1920s oil tycoon.
Every year on my
drill
birthday.
down into the soil.
Keith Wickham is best, James. I can agree. Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. No, I don't understand why they get I don't understand why they had Rob Rackstraw do two different voices for James for both dubs.
Yeah. Let's just say I feel like Rob Rackstraw voicing James in both dubs was a terrible decision because I feel like at that point his James became unbearable.
Yeah.
No, I will.
kind of agree.
Yeah. No, I don't hate him as James, but I do prefer Wickham. No, because actually, did they have him this is a tiny detail, but did they have him re-record the James scream from The Adventure Begins when they had that flashback in Fastest Red Engine?
Yes, they did.
Or is that Keith Wickham?
Rob did. Yes, Rob recorded a scream specifically for the UK dub in Fastest Red Engine.
Okay.
And Sodom.
Oh, okay.
But I think in the US dub they either reused the scream from The Adventure Begins, or I think they reused a different one. I don't think Rob actually recorded a new one there.
Oh, okay. Well, no, actually, I'm trying. Oh.
Oh, hell.
Oh God, who's up?
That was Will.
I think.
Yeah,
Will's-
sorry. I did a fart.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought that was the other Will for a second because there was no profile picture.
No, it's
You did
just
a
me
fart
on a
like
different
60s
device.
episode of Doctor Who.
Oh my God, he's regenerated.
Yeah, that's me.
Bum, 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 bum.
You can all hear me good, can't you?
Yeah, no, your audio's a bit different, but no, it's fine. It's fine. We can hear you.
This is okay.
Because I'm just going to record. I'm going to record a little thing for
Why is Bart?
Wonder.
For a moment, that was huge.
No, I'm just experimenting with the different layouts, how it works.
I see. You decided that I must be big.
I am big. You are small.
Small, small, small. Team.
I believe Josh that actually Ben Small left in solidarity with Martin Sherman. He wasn't pushed out.
Solidarity, solidarity, solidarity forever.
I don't think he was forced out. I think it was it was very much a case. Okay, well if he's going, I'm going.
Just like Scream 7.
And I'm just saying, you want to know what's weird? We have no clue what happened to Ben Small.
Yeah, no, his acting career. There is nothing.
It's
Where is he? Where is Ben Small?
Where is Ben Small? Where has Ben
I asked a
Small?
really quick question. You know, on Wonders of Sodor, where's the classic windmill located?
Can you turn the
Yeah,
audio
yeah.
down?
I did. I knew it.
It's what is it? It's after Maithwaite,
It's after May. Right, cool. Thank you.
I think.
I'll
You're
trust.
Wait, no, I think it's just before Mrs. Kindly's cottage. I think.
So, okay. I'll go from Maithwaite.
Thomas the Tank Engine, Maithwaite.
Maithwaite.
Bum, 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 bum.
Do, Bob.
I do find it
I
funny
guess-
now that Martin Sherman is now on Cameo. I'm surprised more people haven't gotten him to do stuff, or at least I haven't seen it posted.
I mean, there have been a few, but I guess not everyone wants to shell out
Really
some
not
money,
sure.
especially in this economy.
No,
In
fair
this
enough.
fence
Well,
ball, in this
actually,
economy.
I'm surprised now that I'm surprised actually how affordable Kerry Shale is compared to other ones.
I mean, you have to remember, a lot of these guys, they are not big name actors. They are regular character voice actors.
Yeah. I know the regular character. Yeah, but no, I'm just saying from what I've seen from like in particular general anime voice actors, they charge a lot more.
Probably because anime actors are kind of
From
more
what-
well known. I mean, think about it. Think about it. A lot of anime actors, they are known for one thing and one thing only. Their characters. I mean, think about like Sean Schimmel as Goku.
Well, actually, no. He's recently got. Granted, it's not a massive role, but he's playing a major enough character in the dub of the My Hero Academia spin-off, Vigilantes.
Speaking of,
And actually,
speaking of,
granted, this is sort of the exception, but Chris Sabat he's known for a good few roles in anime because there's Vegeta, there's All Might from My Hero, and then there's what is it? Oh, it's his character from One Piece. So he's got a few.
On the sheep.
I mean, speaking of voice actors, congrats on cardifying Joe Mason.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm surprised he was able to track him down.
Just saying, as someone who is friends with Cardi, he was so desperate to find him.
Oh, was he?
What a pick-me guy.
I mean,
Hello, Bonnie Plush 87.
I mean, you have to think about it, guys. a lot of the actors from the voice cast on the director's cut, they are not well-known actors.
Yeah, no,
Well, I mean,
it
not
seems to
lot,
it seems to mostly be no names.
From at least from what I understand, and from what I've looked up, most of the voice talent in the director's cut were like small actors who had been in other stuff, but they had never had like a breakthrough role.
And I thought, finally, Thomas and the Magic Railroad, this is going to be my moment.
Like for an example, Joe Matheson, the guy who was Diesel 10, Adrian Egan, I think it was, James, who didn't have a big breakthrough role either. Like a lot of these.
Granted,
guys,
technically, one of James's actors did, because one of James's voice actors would go to be a Power Ranger. Actually,
yeah, but
Oh,
that
yeah.
that was after Brit had to retool the movie.
oh okay.
But yeah,
Will. He's gone.
He's gone.
Dante, the Irish YouTuber, did another Digital Circus video.
Oh my god.
Dante just inhaled the universe.
The universe was never the same after Dante inhaled it.
It missed him dreadfully.
Oh.
Ho ho! Well, the engines are wrong, and you shouldn't listen to Northerns, Thomas. Sorry, now I'm just taking a Facebook. I'm just checking a group. Why do I?
yeah. So
This is a nice clip I'm looking at.
So Spencer, when you put together the narration for Emily and the Express, how long did that take you?
Oh, that took me like 2 or 3 hours because literally I was piecing the story together like a jigsaw. Because basically how I did, for those who want how I did it, I went Thomas a user. Oh, hang on. Oh, it says, Will, I can't add you. It says your device is not connected. But basically, a fan data mined the game, and they made the narration files public. And I know while we had access to them, they're all in different pieces. Say now, granted, this is how video games are built on a fundamental level. Say every individual line is separate. So I went into the Emily Express folder and I pieced it back together what the full story was going to be.
Wow.
Now, again, it took about 2 or 3 hours, but it is possible. And if anybody else wants to do it,
You can't. Because Spencer has the copyright over it, and you can't do it.
You can't do it.
now, actually, I just want to clarify: if you want to use the narration to adapt the story, go ahead. I do not own it. I think that also needs to be stressed. I do not own it. I have taken someone else's. And I've taken someone else's work. Well, I've taken the Dovetail narration file and I've pieced them back together. I do not own them, so use them if you want. Unless Dovetail have an issue with it.
Dovetail's going to mess you up, Plum Thumb. Then they're going to wear your clothes. That was weird.
Fucking good.
I will say we've made it past the 2.5 hour mark, and Will hasn't said anything cancelable yet, so that's great.
Hooray,
yeah.
believed him.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Only yes.
Well, remember, if you do anything bad, like I said, you will not be getting your signed book back.
But it's mine. It's my property. You have to give it back.
Yeah, it's your property.
Well, no, you
You're not the one in
surrendered
possession of
property
it.
over to him.
Oh, well, actually, no, it was to Alex. I surrendered ownership.
Oh, in that
And then you
case,
surrendered
plain
it over
Alex.
to me.
Transfer of ownership.
I disagree.
Let's
I
hope
think
I don't
the court would
accidentally
also
eat
disagree
it.
with you.
Oh, actually, weird discussion topic, but I noticed this yesterday and I thought I'd bring it up. But who here is familiar with the UK Thomas and Friends DVD, Carnival Capers?
For some reason, I
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so for some strange reason, when you play that DVD, it plays all the episodes in engine roll calls, despite the fact there are learning segments on the DVD, but they're bonus features.
Oh, that is strange.
Yeah, no, because what's weird about that is typically most other hit era DVD releases would put the learning segments in between the episodes.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it has been done with what was it? Heave Ho. That was just one that had just like the separate files with the engine roll calls at the end. But that didn't have any special features because it was a season 12 DVD, and just like that season. Well, granted, nobody gave it that basically.
as they should.
I do find it funny how you can. I do find it funny that from season 10 onwards, there was only like one seasonal. There was only like one DVD per season because like you can get all in seasons 8 and 9 by getting the individual volumes. You can't do that with 10 to 11. You have to get the complete series DVDs.
I also just wanna what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the complete series DVDs suck ass because
Which
like,
one?
they're
Go on.
all of them technically they're fine enough for like the classic series because that's like only 2 hours per season. But like with the series 8 onwards, it's so
no.
much
There's like a lot of deep compression in the quality.
it's really bad.
Yeah, no, like I have the complete series DVDs from 8 to 12, but for the most part, I do put in most of the time I do just put in the individual volume releases.
Also, another thing I wanted to say, I'm got your Emily and the Express video is very useful because it's a good reference point for the narration files because I have the narration myself. I just need to put it back together.
You're putting it back together yourself, are you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I did it because okay, yes, you can piece the story together on your own, but I wanted there to be just like okay, this is what you're missing out on with this story because I will say this. I feel like in particular with Emily, I feel like she deserved more with this.
I wanted to hear James and the Express.
You wanted James and the Express?
I mean, Will, you can piece that together yourself if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's James and the Express. That's a lot easier to piece back together.
Yeah, yeah. You see, because at least with James and the Express, you've got the railway series and you've got the TV series in your head. With this one, I was literally having to figure out, okay, who was talking to who in this scene.
It was a good reference point while I was filming the climax.
Yeah, no. I'm glad that it's been useful to you.
You're a really useful narration.
It's a really useful magazine. Fun fact that is a line that Michelangelo said at one point.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he said it for an advert.
No.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Angela.
Part of me has always been curious. What did he think of the series as it went on? Because I know he was forgetting the voices at one point.
You kind of have to put that down to the fact that he'd just been doing it for so long.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. He'd been doing it for so long that, of course, at some point, all these voices are just going to start jumbling together, being like, "Okay, which one? Okay, I know James and Percy and Topham. Molly. Hello, I'm Molly."
It probably didn't help that a lot of the other characters who we attempted to give unique voices to were very they weren't as distinct, because like with Gordon, he did like mostly consistently a very pompous voice. But then you have like Henry, who Angelus has a history of just using his natural voice for. And then he tries to do a unique voice, and it's just like, wait, what do I do for this character? Fuck.
Yeah, no, it's like I think he. It seems he had most of the character. It seems Henry was the one again that seemed to flip flop most. Thomas, he just did sort of just like a calmer version of his natural voice. Emily was Scottish, and then he knew everyone else basically. I think Henry was the one that he sort of flip flopped the most with.
Oh yeah, Henry goes from like in the hit era, he goes like from natural Angelus voice to James to top.
No, slow and strong is always best.
And then he once, I think he once does his Topham and Gordon voice by mistake.
Okay.
Amateur hour.
Actually, something that I like is that. Actually, this is something you'll know, Jerome. But what I like about what the German dub did with Henry and the Wishing Tree is the fact that they actually made it so that Henry hadn't pulled coaches in a while.
That was a pretty smart change.
No, I will say I do. I like the fact that some dubs are just like, hang on, he's pulled them before. We got to fix this.
Hold on a tic-tacking second. That ain't right.
Hold on a tit.
Having a darn tootin' rootin' bootin' moment.
Titties.
Didn't I remember you posted about this once, but didn't the German narrator for the series refuse to like do the lip flaps for season 12, so they had to get another guy to do it?
The lip flaps. What?
Yes.
Or like the mouth movement. Sorry.
The guy who was narrating the show at the time, he said I don't remember what exactly I was told, but it was basically he would not do series 12 if he had to voice the characters. So they were like, okay, you can only do the narration. We'll hire a voice actor to voice the characters. And I don't mean a full voice cast. They hired a single guy to do all the voices. Yes.
Wow.
I mean, granted, that isn't exactly any different from doing all the voices as a narrator, but still, it's very weird to bring in a voice actor to just do one voice actor to do everything.
Yeah. I don't know which country this was, but I remember it was. I think it was 2020. I think some country was getting like season 12 in like 2020 because it was one of the few countries that originally rejected it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hang on. I'm going to check the wiki. Actually, I wonder what that was like for the kids who would have been watching, being like, hang on, who are Hank and Flora and Colin? Where are their toys?
Also, here's the interesting thing: the guy who they hired to voice the characters in series 12, he would go on to be Thomas for the entirety of the CGI series.
Oh, okay.
So something really good did come from it.
Okay, the wiki's not saying anything about it now. God damn it.
They're keeping it a secret.
I'm going to the trivia section, boys. I'm going in deep.
I'm going in.
No, I'm just going to look for your date. It's always weird how the wiki just like includes like the most obscure facts.
Is it?
Like say here's something. This is the only series in which Jack has a round CGI face.
Oh. I forgot we were still on stream for a minute then.
Yeah, no, we're still on. I will say, I'm surprised I kept it going this long. I'm surprised they didn't end it after I finished the shed.
I feel like that's probably because you brought me in.
Well, no, I suppose, yeah, no, we've just been chatting.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy, boys, we're crazy. Well, no, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Now, gentlemen, all you need to do is watch an hour of this stream 3,791 times, and we can get me monetized.
That sounds achievable.
Hey Spencer, how about another suggestion?
What's that?
Upload more videos, you dumb fuck.
I have been busy for the past 2 years with college. I have a video that is fully filmed. I just need the narration from Timoth Yard.
Spencer, I don't think that's a very good excuse.
Well, Dante, where's your new videos, eh?
I don't do new videos because I know that I can't.
The hypocrisy on this man.
Dante had been well and truly got.
By the way,
to be fair, I really got Will the other day.
You want to know what I find so cool about about having the voice files for Wonders of Sodor?
What's that?
You could technically edit Mark Morgan into all these classic episodes, because for the most part, these are just taken from the original text.
Oh yeah, you could.
Like, for an example, Jack Frost. The only difference, admittedly, is that Emily takes Elizabeth's place, but that's the only major difference.
No, because I will say, I feel like Thomas and Bertie and well, actually, no, not really Thomas and Bertie, because you're missing like the scene at Elsbridge.
I mean, yeah, but here's the thing. Mark did narrate another version of that story a few years ago with the My Thomas Story Library book, so you could...
Oh yeah, I forget. Did he do all of those?
Yes.
Or did he only do... What?
He did, so not all the books, but he did narrate a lot of them. I think he did like 30 or so books, maybe, or 20?
No, because I know he did Molly's book, which I thought was weird.
Okay, hold on. Let me check how many books he did again, because I have all of those narrations.
Okay.
Okay, so I just checked. From the My Thomas Story Library books, Mark narrated 24 of them.
Okay. What were those 24 now, out of curiosity?
Okay. Annie and Clarabelle, Bertie the Buzz, Cranky, Donald and Douglas, Diesel, Duck, Edward, Emily, Gordon, Harold, Jack, James, Jeremy, Mavis, Mighty Mac, Molly, Percy, Rocky, Rosie, Scarloy, Spencer, Thomas, Toby, and Victor.
I'm surprised he did the Jeremy, Molly, and Mighty Mac ones. Those are the weird ones.
Yeah, the thing he recorded them for is a bit weird. I mean, the app... Well, I mean, the thing is, you want to know what's crazier? Around the time he narrated those books, this was for an app. This was around the time they were introducing the Engine Adventures books.
Oh, yes, I know the ones you're talking about. Yes, no, I have those.
So around the time the Engine Adventures books roll out, they have Mark narrating the predecessor to those books for an app. Despite the fact they could have just used the Engine Adventures books. That's
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
As far as this has been, old boys, I'm going to hop off.
No, that's fair enough. I was just going to say, I think I might end. We've been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes, and we haven't done anything that requires me to unlist the stream, so I think I might end it here now, chaps.
Alrighty.
So, just as we hit 0 viewers.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
thank you very much. For those rewatching the stream, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed this. It's been a pleasure to have you wonderful gentlemen on, and I'll see you another time.
See
Goodbye.
you next time, humans.
Bye-bye, everybody.
See you next time,
Bye-bye.
Spencer.